Yay! Mercedes is back! And the crowd goes mild, apart from the money marks, but yay!
Are you ready for the show? Are you ready? Are you ready for the show? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Marks, indeed. As you can tell, we are not a part of that group, but welcome, nonetheless, to Max Wrestling Episode 592. Thank you for joining the Captain, El Jefe, and Beer on this glorious Thursday, and coming up tonight for your entertainment and pleasure as we come off of Clash in Italy. We ask, are WWE fresh out of ideas? I can give you an answer right now, but it'd spoil the whole rest of the show. They seem to be outdone, however, by their Mexican counterpart, and we're definitely going to talk about that as well. Plus, MJF takes on the Bull on Dynamite, and the Owen Hart tournament gets a little closer to the finish line. We will then jump into the last night on Dynamite.
Very good as well. And also, I will be covering NXT a little bit later on. Also coming up tonight, the Captain celebrates 500 combined days today as the television champion as he awaits his next challenger at the open door. King of the Mic resumes as well with both semi-finals, with AT Wrestler going one-on-one with Cypher. And for the first time ever, Scouse Mysterio battles Moses Marquez. But first, Clash nearly went down this past Sunday, and we had AAA on the Saturday. Let's talk about it.
I think Clash in this league was really good. I saw one review. Oh, can't remember his name on YouTube. I see him a lot. And he just says this show was fucking awful. That's the thumbnail. I didn't actually watch the show. And I'm just like, it wasn't that bad.
I went back and watched it. I didn't like. Let me try to phrase this properly. I understood the hate, but I didn't know why it was so bad. Like, oh well, they squashed Oba Femi. Like, they hate
Storytelling.
Does it suck, and is it a bit of a sting? Yeah, it feels like a jab. It's like when your team loses to the fucking team that they're not supposed to lose to. But you're gonna build towards another one, so you have to do something.
James Romero it was, and he's usually right on the money on YouTube with his reviews. But I don't see what was so bad about Clash in Italy. We expected Brock to get the win back to set up the third match, which Oba will more than likely win.
Yeah.
We liked to think that maybe Jacob was going to win, but it was, you shouldn't really bet against Roman, especially this close after WrestleMania, after you only just won the championship. Yeah. And I can't think of anything else really that would piss people off. It was a decent show.
Yeah. I did enjoy it. I thought Cody and Gunther was a bit of a weird finish, but obviously we're going to get to another match down the line between them two, and I thought Gunther should have won the title. But when you have Rhea and Jade possibly being one of the matches of the night,
yes,
showing that there's a slight improvement there.
I never thought I'd say this, but that was a banger match from fucking Jade, and Rhea, of course. But that was definitely the best match that I think Jade's had in WWE. So much better than the WrestleMania match. Even the build-up was better than their WrestleMania match, because the WrestleMania build-up was just bitch, 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 you're bitch, I'm bitch. Whereas there was a lot more physicality and a lot more oomph in the build-up to this one. But I don't know what it was. The chemistry was just a lot better in this match.
I don't want to say it felt better. It just that bond was maybe a little stronger, because I remember us ranting and raving about how good of a match Rhea helped give Jade Cargill. We're like, oh yeah, look at this Mania match. Oh, that's probably the best match Jade's ever had. And then she's all like, yeah, fucking hold my beer, fam, and gives us this. And as much as you gotta give all the credit to Rhea, what's got up fucking Jade's butt? Because it's working for her. It really is. The build was, I don't want to say, It was better because it was very diva. You know what I mean? It was very the diva era for WrestleMania. You know, with the fucking just back and forth kind of bullshit. This felt like a proper build. This felt like, you know, the big time build. You know, the Bryan Danielson versus the Daniel Bryan versus Brock Lesnar. You know, the pull aparts before we get to the fucking main event. Yeah. Ended up being a really really fucking good match, shockingly good match. Even I wouldn't say shockingly. I know we've always said, and I'm the top one that says it, that Jade is very green, but we also know what she can do. We've seen what good matches, how good a matches she can have in AEW with Jahoobs, and then even with really good talent. So I'm glad that it's, I don't want to say coming to a head, but there's no better terminology because, you know, you got to peak at some point. So she's getting there. Good on her. Good on Rhea. Good idea keeping the belt on Rhea. There was no reason to give it back. So yeah, again, I'm in your boat, dude. I don't really see a reason to bitch and complain about this show.
The only thing I can think people were pissed off about was Cody and Gunther.
But how can you be mad about that? Again, as Beers said perfectly, storytelling. And I think it was you actually that said it. It's storytelling. You have to build towards something. There's nothing. There's nothing for Cody, which is kind of all about our fucking tagline. Are they out of ideas? It definitely seems like they want to lengthen some feuds right now. We need to keep some things going, or they're going to start freshen some other ones. Like with the Rhea Ripley, that's a fresh start. Now the Jade thing's done. They're going to go on, move on to somebody else. But the Gunther and Cody thing, you're going to keep that because who else do you have for Cody? I think we had this conversation. It was either last week or 2 weeks ago where we were like, who's going to show up and have Cody again? I literally think we even thought, well, fuck it, we'll just have Randy go again. Yeah. So when we get to that point, take the fucking belt off him and move away.
We predicted that last week. Maybe Randy's going to show up after the match because we haven't seen him since Mania. And clearly he's not done with Cody. You can't just have a one and done after a feud.
Yeah,
like that. Well, a train wreck of a feud like that, which had so much more potential. But at the same time, you can't do a one and done with Gunther either. You can stretch that out because, again, Cody doesn't have anybody else. They had to bring Gunther over to SmackDown to feud with Cody because they didn't have fuck all for him.
Yep.
But I do kind of feel bad for them that there was nowhere else really they could have gone on the card. They kind of had to open with Cody and Gunther. You couldn't do Brock and Ober again because they opened WrestleMania. You couldn't open with Jade and Rhea because it was such a good match. It was going to be tough for Cody and Gunther to follow, so they couldn't have gone second. Main event was obviously going to be Roman and Jacob, so they were kind of stuck with that one. And obviously, there was always going to be a portion of the internet that was pissed off that Cody wins. Because, like we keep saying, he's this generation's John Cena.
Whether people want to accept it or not.
I think the only the thing, like we've all said, what's next for Cody? Because Randy's obviously not going to be back to at least I'd say summer. They've had to bring Finn Balor over as I predicted.
Very quietly,
Finn Balor is now on SmackDown. Drew McIntyre is due back anytime soon. Do you want to rinse and repeat the feud with Drew again? I don't want to see it again. Who's up there? Is there any solid heels? Solo Sikoa against Cody Rhodes again? No, thank you.
No.
Another one I would not mind against Cody is Hobbs. But Hobbs I don't think's ready for the big time yet.
No, and they really need a super heel to go against Cody because they tried to make Randy the super heel going into Mania, but he was just way too popular and so many people are against Cody that it just didn't click. It didn't work. You need somebody like Gunther who works as a heel and actually gets heat.
100%.
Biggest heel in the company after obviously retired Goldberg, retired John, retired AJ.
Yeah.
Like,
and
what?
I'm gonna make a ballsy prediction. That Ober wins King of the Ring, goes on to SummerSlam, but somewhere down the line, Brock's got to win a championship. so that he can lose it to Oba at SummerSlam. Because it got me thinking, the whole King of the Ring really got me thinking how they're emphasizing the fact that the winner gets a title shot at SummerSlam. They've only ever done that once, and it was in 2002. And guess who won it? Brock.
Brock Lesnar.
It's the only time they've ever given the King of the Ring, like, right from the get-go, this tournament means that the winner's going to get a title shot at SummerSlam. So, I think it would be very poetic that they brought that back this year for Brock to put Oba over. So, people need to stop freaking out, because Oba didn't get squashed. He took 7 motherfucking F5s, one of them through an announce table. That's not a squash.
No.
If Brock Lesnar has to put in that much work to put you down, that's not a fucking squash.
Don't forget, he kicked out after 4 of them. Like, that's the thing that I was like, oh, fuck, dude, he's going to get the John Cena. No, he kicked up after 4. They brawled everywhere. He took one through the table. He fucking stayed on his feet, made a goddamn comeback, and then got beat. Sometimes, when 2 bulls go at it, you know what I mean? The other bull can win. He
got beat, really, because the damage that the Kimura did to his arm, he couldn't hit his own finisher. I mean, obviously we're talking kayfabe-wise. But I want to compare it to John Cena for a minute, because we all know the infamous SummerSlam match where Brock mollywopped John Cena with a few F5s and one was 16 suplexes, and Cena got pretty much no offense whatsoever. Brock did that for fun.
Yeah.
But he had to bust out his finisher 7 times because he couldn't keep Oba down. That's the difference. Storytelling. Mm-hmm. Stop freaking out. Oba's fine. They'll have a 3rd match, and Oba's probably going to win.
Yep.
I like it. Oh, and Sol Ruka, Becky Lynch, another great match. I was a little bit worried whether or not they were going to go with Sol after the botches we talked about last week. But this match was great. The chemistry was there. I laughed my ass off when I found out Jessica Carr was the referee for Becky's match again. Jessica and Becky is literally this generation's Triple H and Earl Hebner.
Yes. Great comparison.
The thing is with Becky, everyone's saying Becky Hogan, blah, 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 and all that other garbage. She's put over Sol Ruka, who's just come up from NXT, Maxine Dupree, who is terrible. Let's just be polite.
Yeah, but she did start to look good against Becky, to be fair.
Better,
that's probably down to Becky making her look good.
To be fair.
She put over Lyra Valkyria, and obviously I'm a Lyra mark, and obviously that's Corey's obviously adores her. But Becky is probably one of the best in the business to help people get over and also to elevate them to new heights.
Yep.
So all this Becky Lynch hate, it's got to stop.
People overuse the term Hogan to insult somebody that keeps winning, because it's nothing like Hulk Hogan and his creative control back in the day. Most people that are saying this probably didn't even experience Hulk Hogan at his height. You've just heard these Chinese whispers of, oh, Hulk Hogan used to book himself to win all the time. Oh, so she's winning all the time. We're going to call her Hogan.
Yeah, mm-hmm. If they only really knew.
But yeah, again, Becky's, a 3-time Intercontinental Champion? That means she's lost it 3 times.
Yeah, she's had to put people over 3 separate times. And one of the ones I remember we bragged about with was it Lyra Valkyria? And it was good, they did something with her. And again, this is how you do it. Hogan would win with numbers. He'd lose the belt if it mattered so they could build the next pay-per-view. That's how Hogan did it. This is Becky. Don't do that. WWE's not doing that with this Intercontinental Championship. Knock it off. Knock it off. Actually, go watch what Hogan did. Go watch all the bullshit. Show up in 2000 to watch fucking Jeff Jarrett lay down politics and all kinds of. You know what I mean? Shout out to fucking Mike and DC. Forgot that show coming out. Check that shit up on YouTube. Cheap plug. But it's again, when you have somebody. How long would, and I'm stopping myself on a rant to ask you gentlemen a fantastic question. How long was the Honky Tonk IC champion?
Oy.
Like his longest reign?
The Honky Tonky Man, in the word of Santino
Yeah,
Morella.
the Honky Tonk
I don't know exactly how
Man.
long it was, but I know Gunther eclipsed it
Yeah,
have a
with the UK title, right?
with the IC title, and he broke his record.
Oh, okay, then maybe it was with the IC title. Shit, I just remember the longest reigning IC champion for a long ass time was Honky Tonk Man.
Yeah.
As Santino says. I know the Miz was a long time IC champ. You know, there was a lot of really good IC champs back in the day, and to fucking call
So
Becky Hogan is just ridiculous.
Gunther was IC champion for 666 days. And yeah, Honky Tonk Man did hold the record up until then. He had it for 454 days.
Again, and again, Hogan was around during those times. You know, fucking Hogan was alive during the fucking Gunther IC title run. Did anyone call it any of that? No. They bragged about it. They chanted about it. They were ranted and raved about it, you know, positively, never negatively, or at least from never what I saw negative. And now that it's Becky Lynch elevating people, because again, Lyra Valkyria, where did she come from? Oh, yeah, NXT. Sol Roca, oh, yeah, where did she come from? NXT. I remember there was, again, now this was eons ago at this point for all you youngsters out there that are probably watching. This probably happened before you were even born. But I remember there a time when the likes of Apollo Crews and Enzo Amore and Big Cass and fucking Baron Corbin, guys from NXT that showed up to just, who the fuck are you? And now you got the who the fuck is that? And then they get good matches, and then she's fucking badass. Nobody knew Sol Roca unless you watched NXT a month ago. Nobody knew her. You couldn't fucking pay a fucking nerd on the street to know who the fuck is that. They're gonna go, oh, it's a weed brand or something? I don't know. No, asshole. It's a fucking wrestler. She's awesome. And now, not only do you know her, but she's IC. Is it IC champ? Yeah, IC champ.
Yeah.
So, it's, what do you want this company to do? You know what I mean? Do you want it to be like WCW? Do you really want it to be Becky Hogan? Because trust me, bud, we can have it. We could have it. If they really wanted to go down that route, we could. Rather, you're getting entertainment, new up-and-comers, meaning new stars, and shit to build towards the, wait for it, future. It's crazy. I know. What a fucking concept.
If you want a better example, we're going to get into it in a little bit because she's just come back to AEW. It's Mercedes Mone.
Hey.
Take a look at last year. That's Hogan booking for you. But
that's Hogan like a mug.
But main events of Clash in Italy was obviously Tribal Combat. Didn't go Jacob's way. I mean, we should have seen it coming, really, that Roman wasn't going to lose.
Yeah, but still.
He gave us hope.
Yeah,
but
he did.
As I keep saying, I'm not buying the recycled fucking bloodline storyline that we saw 3 years ago.
Boy, how is it recycled?
Not because Dave recycled it, but because it makes no motherfucking sense.
No.
We went through this whole evolution of Jey Uso. He steps out of Roman's shadow. He steps out of the tag team shadow. He becomes his own man. He stands against Roman just to become his bitch again.
Yep. And as you very well said, that's a few weeks ago, or it might have been last week, you cannot recreate greatness.
No. The original Bloodline storyline was outstanding. It was the talk of the internet, and now all we're seeing is a cheap remake.
But it also hit during the peakness of Roman Reigns. It had something to bounce off of to help keep it hot. There's nothing here. I'd love for anyone, even the fucking most diehard WWE fan, to tell me, show me, prove to me, this is where you could go with this. This is how we got here. Because there's no other than, hey, you guys, what are you fucking doing? Nothing? Fucking come on. Because seriously, What you're gonna tell me that all these, and I'm gonna have to do the air quotes, great minds sat in the fucking room and said, you know what we need to do? Fucking bring back the Bloodline versus Bloodline shit. And Triple H didn't go, motherfucker, shut up. Throw a water bottle at him. Like, I swear, I promise you, they're not that, or at least he should not be that dumb to want to rinse and repeat some of these storylines as good as they were. As good as they were. Let me give you another awesome idea, or an awesome storyline. Rock and Austin. 1 and 2. Just because it worked 1 and 2 doesn't mean 20-something years, or about 20-something years later, we need to go for number fucking 3. It does, just because it worked then doesn't mean it's going to work now. Yesterday is a different day from today. So what the fuck do you think 2-3 years ago was? It's a different time already. It's stupid.
When I see Roman with the Usos in the ring now, it just screams a creative meeting where they go, okay, what can we do for Roman now he's world champion? Well, this was cool a few years ago. Let's do that again.
Because you have nothing else.
And does anyone really want to see the Bloodline against the MFTs?
Nah.
When I saw the MFTs at the end, I just shook my head and I just laughed. I laughed.
I don't even need to see the Bloodline. I don't need the Bloodline. We don't need the Bloodline.
Exactly, man.
MFTs are cut in half anyway. Half of them got released.
We're fucking 3 guys. 3 guys.
Jacob just looks out of place with Roman and the Usos. It's stupid putting him back in a stable, in a family stable, because he broke out on his own so effectively from Solo's bloodline. Why are we just backtracking everything?
Not only backtracking, but you just little brothered fucking Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, who was over like a motherfucker.
Come on, little cousin, shut up and get in line. Because why? So let's now consider that fun fact. You may have just fucked over Jacob. You may have just killed whatever he had. I get it. Yes, there's a story that can come from this, but as patient as WWE fans claim to be, they're not.
No.
So if this takes too fucking long, bam, another shot in the foot, and there ain't many toes left. So
no, look at LA Knight. Like, there was a time when he was the most over guy on the entire roster, and he was going for the WWE title or the world or whatever, and I think it was against Roman, and everybody was like, give Knight the title, it's his time, he's so over, he's peaking, and it just wasn't the right time because Roman was champion, so they didn't give him the title, and then people just lost interest, and then they stopped booking him because people lost interest. And now he's kind of just floating about arguing with Adam Pearce backstage.
Yeah.
Which was a great promo, by the way.
Oh no, great promo. But let me give you a comparison over somebody that got, how can we put this, social media popular. Like, even the no names and the casuals understood this. MJF.
Oh.
When he did that promo, I think it was like 3.5, almost 4 years ago, where every other word, mid. That shit took over the internet. Jacob Fatu and what he does is at one point took over the internet. But the difference is TK was like, you know what, fucking, maybe we got something with the kid. Maybe we should run with the fucking kid. And look what's happened. 3-time world champion, fucking movies left and right, has become the biggest star in AEW, whether we all want to fucking like it, love it, hate it, whatever. You have an opportunity to do something similar with Jacob Fatu. Did he need to win? Was it on Saturday or Sunday, whatever fucking Clash in Paris was? Did he need to win in Italy?
Okay.
Maybe, because if he wins, you don't have to have Bloodline versus Bloodline. Well, you can have Jacob Fatu versus the Bloodline. You can have Jacob Fatu then versus the world. Even if it returns into we have to do this shitty storyline, then let it be for a couple of months. Let it be till SummerSlam. Let it be quick. Get the fucking belt on him. Move along. Blah 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 blah. He ends up beating him. He's the Super Samoan. I like that. Trademark. You're welcome. And then you fucking move on. You fucking move on. But no, we're going to drag this motherfucker out till the wheels fall off. And baby, I don't see any fucking dangerous road for 6 months.
Yeah. Can we also just celebrate how big MJF's accomplishment is? Because they keep pushing it in AEW, but I don't think the internet really realizes how big it is. 3 world championships before 30. I mean, not quite. He's literally just turned 30 a few weeks ago. But still, nobody else has ever done that in any major promotion. Rock didn't do it. Brock didn't do it. Randy didn't do it. Yes, they won their first world titles when they were young. But MJF has won 3 in 30 years.
But let me ask that fun question. Did Randy Orton start starring in movies right after his 1 world title win? No. Did any of them get to that level in the fucking card when they won their first world title? No. They were all overshadowed by the bigger, badder, more established, I want my title back guy, which is fine. It's totally fine because we have to understand how to come up in this world. But again, when you gamble on somebody who is internet hot versus saying, yeah, but look at the difference. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Jacob Fatu is MJF or vice versa. I'm just saying when you gamble on your hand, sometimes you win. And we see how big in AEW you can win. And at this point, you see how bad you can lose in WWE.
I agree with that.
So before we move away from WWE, let's switch it into AAA a little bit because...
Yes!
I'm so glad
yes.
that they pushed this match and broadcast it after Raw so that everybody who hadn't seen it stuck around, and anybody that wasn't going to go to YouTube to watch this because they don't watch AAA, heard about how great this match was, saw the highlights on Raw, and then thought, you know what, maybe I'll stick around and see what the hype was all about. What a fucking match. But not even just a great match. The atmosphere was incredible. I gotta say it, 2 mid-carders in WWE being treated like absolute fucking legends on a main stage in Mexico. The difference is crazy.
The difference is crazy is an understatement. The fact of the matter is simply this, and I guess the Hispanic's gonna have to do it. The Mexican is gonna have to say it. This is 2 white guys in lucha libre masks.
But look how over they were.
No, that's exactly where I was going. Who were over like fucking El Santo himself. Okay? These guys were over like fucking Mil Máscaras. These guys were over like they were... I could go down the fucking list of names. It's insanity. It's insanity to see these guys. I swear to God, I thought I was watching El Santo. I swear I was. It was like El Santo versus El Santo. Like, oh, fuck.
You know what? I think...
It just the aura, man.
I think Jesus could have fought the devil and the building wouldn't have shook as much as it did for El Grande Americano.
But again, the Great American.
Literal translation.
And they're going nuts. They're going nuts. And that's the greatest thing ever. And they gave so much in this match. I don't know if I've ever seen a better Chad Gable match. I doubt I've ever seen a better Ludwig match ever. This was out fucking standing. This was a, hey, everyone else in the wrestling world, I'm Chad Gable. Whenever you want to sign me, because these fucking company might fuck me over soon, I'm available. That's what this was. And it's great for it because I've been saying forever Chad Gable could literally literally become one of the best wrestlers in the fucking world. You put Chad Gable in Japan right now. Go put him in Japan right now. He'd fucking take the world by goddamn storm. By goddamn storm. Maybe not have a Kenny Omega-like feel or whatever, but then maybe it'll feel like when TNA was messing with New Japan again. You get a little bit more in it, something more watching. But, yeah, no, this was just outstanding, excellent storytelling. Atmosphere was on 11. It just, men were weeping.
Yeah.
Great.
Gable, on paper, he is a combination of Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar. He's from Minneapolis. He's got Kurt Angle's background. If they could just find a way to just perfect it, push it, he could be a huge star. I am a little bit salty that he lost because now I have to keep hearing his first name and it makes me want to throw up. But
Yeah.
but man, the amount of heat that he got in Mexico was also nuts. Because again, that's also the difference. When they booked these two in WWE on Raw, it was the other way around. Kaiser was the heel, Gable was the face. But in Mexico, Gable was the devil, and Kaiser was the Holy One.
Kaiser's known as God in Mexico right now.
He's living his best life.
Oh, damn straight. And the one, and I touch on this, and I'll say this on my review. AAA at the moment is only on for about an hour a week. Are we getting back to the days of black and gold against Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown? Because at the moment, I have more fun watching AAA for an hour a week than watch SmackDown. SmackDown is the worst wrestling show on television, and obviously, Collision is better than SmackDown. That's me saying something, but yeah, I'll touch on obviously the Gable of masking now, and the first name obviously want to make us all want to fucking puke. But could you really say that Kaiser and Gable, you could really say, could be wrestling soulmates? Because it was up there with Takeshita and Okada for Match of the Year. And dare I say, Mo, you can disagree with me if you do wish, but did it feel like a G1 Climax final to you?
100% G1 Climax final. It felt like, but then again, it within the atmosphere of itself, it felt kind of like a. I hate saying this because it is their rival company, but it felt like a Triple Mania.
Yes.
It felt like CMLL's biggest show of the year. We're crowning the big champion. We're doing the big this. We're doing the big that. It felt like, again, and I have to continue to fucking say this out loud, it was two white dudes. It was an American and a fucking German, okay? And they were just engulfed in Mexican heritage. It was engulfed in the love for Hispanics. It was just like, you know what? I'll give a fucking example. The week I was off, I was in Disney with my son for his birthday and my whole family. There was a cosplayer there who had looked identical. Listen to me when I say this. Identical to Count Dooku. And it just like taking and engulfing yourself within that and playing the fucking part is what two guys who are not of this heritage did. Again, Ludwig Kaiser, whatever, is that his actual name?
Yeah, I think so.
Real name is Marcel Bartel.
Oh, yeah, I forgot his original ring name.
That's right, yeah. So Marcel, dude, again, for a German who came to fucking America with the UK thing, had to learn Spanish, learned it rapido, really quickly, and fucking, again, this is a dude who's not supposed to be this over. This is like telling me, and here's the fucked up part, Val Venus is going to get over in fucking CMLL. And guess what? He did because he's a fucking CMLL world champion. It's just bananas.
Considering that Triple Mania, it has been announced it's going to be in Mexico, and I think it's Los Angeles, I think?
Yeah.
I think that if The Undertaker, I think, is a smart guy.
Oh.
He is a very intelligent guy. He's been in the business for over 35 years now. He knows the art of storytelling. He's been in some of the best stories. He's had one of the best characters ever since he debuted in the 90s in the WWE, and obviously he was in WCW as well. I think The Undertaker's a very smart guy. Kaiser is God in Mexico. And Gable had incredible ovation after the match as well, because obviously it's match of the year up there with, again, like with Okada and Takeshita. They've got to pull the trigger at a Triple Mania, because Dom is going to go there like Satan against Ludwig Kaiser. They've got to belt him at Triple Mania, and I think it would be very smart to belt Kaiser at Triple Mania.
Yeah.
It would be genius.
That's just a testament, though, to Kaiser, because how many bangers has Dom gone over to AAA and had, and yet this is the first AAA match since the acquisition that WWE have been like, stick around after Raw, we're going to show this whole match from AAA.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't even for a championship.
No, again, you have to continue to piece this whole thing together, dude. Not for a championship, dudes that are not of the heritage, but a story that had brought, I'm going to say it like this, brought this company together. Of like, we have to see this come to a head. We have to see who's the outcome of this. And yeah, I think you guys are right. You know, you have the god right now in Ludwig Kaiser, and then here comes yet another devil, another heathen, as they love to say, and Dom. God, it's going to be fucking glorious.
It's funny how we consider Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania one of the greatest matches of all time. And right now they are both wiping the floor with main roster shows. Shawn Michaels booking NXT like a madman. Undertaker killing it with AAA. Triple H should be embarrassed.
He really should. You sat next to Vince forever, and all you did was copy him. Because that's all I'm getting out of this, bud. It's like, at first, maybe you had your own ideas, and now you're like, well, what did Vince do to be here forever? I'm going to do it. And now you're doing it, and look exactly where the fuck you're going. Nowhere.
I hate to say it, but one thing Vince did right was not sell out so much. The problem with WWE's main roster right now is you got too many fingers in the pie.
Yep.
You got TKO pulling strings. You got sponsors coming out your ass.
Snickers is like, but I don't like that guy winning. That guy doesn't even work here anymore. Yeah, I don't want to win it.
Triple H is supposed to be the head of creative, the top guy in WWE, and yet he's got so many people to answer to. And this is why it sucks.
Just sell them on the idea. I'm the creative mind. You're the money.
The one thing with Vince is that it's his way. If he says no to something, it's no. Do you think Ari Emanuel would get in the way of Vince McMahon in creative?
No.
Because even though we hated Vince McMahon's creative from I think it was late 2017 all the way to 2022 before he obviously resigned.
Yeah, when he started getting senile.
And we were getting rematches after rematches, and we're starting to get exactly the same now on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. Yeah. And then it begs the question about Black and Gold. Who was the mastermind behind it? Because he had Shawn, he had Matt Bloom, and I think William Regal as three masterminds with him.
Yeah.
So who was the brains behind Black and Gold being so successful? That's now the question that needs to be asked.
Which of them are still in NXT with Shawn?
Matt Bloom.
And Regal's there too.
Regal's there as well, yeah. Well, Regal's apparently a scout, but I think Regal is definitely a part of to help out Shawn.
Regal's always been a bit of a talent scout, but he's also such a great mastermind for the business that I'm sure his opinion is always so valid.
I'm sure they just ask him, hey, Will, what do you think? And he gives them whatever, and then bam. Whether he's actually a part of the creative or not, I bet you it's just like that.
Yeah, kind of like Paul Heyman. When you watch Unreal, like Heyman's not like, I don't know if he's an official member of creative, but he's like he's in there giving ideas.
Yeah,
but but you don't always see him in the creative meetings.
No, but like to have an idea to bounce off of, you know what I mean, to give that thought process because of the mind he has, I don't think they're gonna fucking say no. And I also think that if they had the opportunity, they'd bounce ideas off of him. Again, whether he's fully a part of that creative team or not.
I like to think Bryan Danielson's the same in AEW now that he's retired.
Oh, that motherfucker does more than we think, but I tell you what.
Because when AEW started, initially, I don't know if this is true or not. You guys have to obviously let me know. The part of the creative team was obviously TK. You had Cody, the Bucks, and Kenny. They were part. That's why the first 2 years was some of the best wrestling I think I've ever seen.
Not only that, you had guys like Jerry Lynn and Arn Anderson.
Yes, that's it.
So it's like you had a plethora of good wrestlers, and Dean Malenko, don't forget Dean Malenko, good wrestlers, you know, teaching these guys about good wrestling. And then they had the old school mentality when it came down to TV and doing shit on TV. That's why it did feel like WCW, because I'm sure they just said, all right, Tony, you've been on TV, motherfucker, what do we do? And taking ideas from him, and I'm sure that's what they did to get their wobbly start to get where they are now. Now they have established that we are just not, I wouldn't say just wrestling, but we are mainly focused on our wrestling. Our wrestling will tell its story, but we'll clue you in at the same time. Our fucking bad guys are bad guys, and our good guys are good guys. Like they're not blurring lines. They're making wrestling simplistic. But at the same time, with the simplicity that they have of it, they are bringing realism to it. They are giving you a New Japan-esque style. Whether you like it, love it, hate it, have to have it, it's what AEW does. And even that is doing better than the E, and we can bitch and complain and argue about it till we're blue in the face, but to each their own, as they say.
I think initially TK took a bit of a backseat. And a lot of the booking came from Cody and the Bucks and Kenny. Because TK didn't really have any wrestling experience, like, promoter-wise. He was just a massive fan. And then you got these four guys who have been there and done it all, and they know what they're doing, so I'll leave them to do it. But as the ball started rolling and AEW started getting bigger, TK was like, yeah, I got a few ideas.
He's like, hey, guys, I remember watching this Sunday or Saturday night. Shut up, sit down. Okay. And then they started listening to him because, you know, sometimes those old school ideas work, or somebody with a different mindset goes with it and works. And we have our rocky moments with AEW because, you know, the Bucks aren't exactly booking shit as they used to. But then, like I said, we do got Bryan Danielson. We do got other guys in there. So it's somebody's doing right.
Yeah. All right, so much still to come. Both King of the Mic semifinals with two big showdowns. But before we go back in time with this week's history, we do have something to celebrate. Acknowledge me. Acknowledge me as the most successful television champion of all time. A few weeks ago, I said I was okay with losing this very championship to Cypher and that I could move on from it. But an opportunity was presented to me to reclaim it, and it fell back into my lap. And now, well, the numbers don't lie. My first reign as TV champion was 300 days long, a record-breaking reign that still stands today, and it's at least double the length of any other reign as Max TV champion. And now in my fourth reign, history has been made once again, because today, on this very day, I celebrate 500 combined days as television champion. So, Why would Cypher immediately offer me a rematch? Why? Why would I come out last week and issue an open challenge for Open Door? Why? Why? Tell them that it's human nature. It's actually really simple. This is the Workhorse Championship. This championship is not decided by storytelling or a pub quiz. This championship is determined simply by talking. During those 500 days, I have clashed with the likes of Chris Reed, Blade Rodriguez, Cypher, Travesty, Moses, Phoenix, Daniel Crimmins. So the question is, who's next? The question is, who's gonna step up? The question is, who's ready for TV? And it's ironic that this has become the championship that defines me. Because 11 years ago, I was not a talker. You get more sentences out of a boiled egg. But podcasting turned me into a talker, and the television championship helped me perfect it. So to anybody thinking about accepting my challenge in a couple of weeks, this is your chance. Your chance to follow in my footsteps. Make a name for yourself as a microphone god. The stakes are high. The pressure is intense. But do you have what it takes to become Mr. TV? Once again, my door is open. Come on in and get your ass kicked. And that's the final word.
Open the door and let me in. Can't cut the cord that's feeding in. I'm going under, suffocating. Open the door, just let me in.
Alright, we got 4 pieces of history. I'll keep it short and simple because, again, we got 2 King of the Mic matches to come, plus Dynamite from last night. So, on June 1st, 2010, Wade Barrett became the winner of the first season of NXT. Yes, it used to be a season. It wasn't a weekly show. It was a competition, basically. Not only did he win, but he earned a future WWE title opportunity and set the stage for the Nexus invasion, which was probably the only decent thing that happened in 2010.
Yes.
In WWE, anyway. TNA was kind of, yeah. Hey, we're bringing in Hogan.
Why'd you do that?
Hey, we're getting rid of the 6-sided ring. What? I mean, there was 2 reactions to that. When they got rid of the 6-sided ring, the fans were like, you motherfuckers. But the wrestlers were like, thank fuck.
Thank you, Lord.
It looked cool, but it hurt like hell, apparently. I'm really sorry in advance for this one, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's still a sore subject for many people. June 1st, 2014, at Payback, The Shield swept Evolution in an elimination match. And then, shockingly, they imploded the very next night. When this should have been the biggest win of their career. They beat Batista, Triple H, and Randy Orton clean. And then the very next night, of course, Seth Rollins, with the ultimate sword in the back, slams Roman Reigns with a steel chair, breaks a million hearts and breaks up the Shield. And it still hurts a lot of people because it was done beautifully, but then they kept reuniting the Shield after a couple of years. Like you have not given this breakup enough time to simmer whatsoever.
The fucked part was people were like, "Oh, the Shield are coming back. Oh, all right, awesome." Because just like us with DX, you're like, "You're just gonna fucking put these old fucks together. We'll watch it," So it just they tried it a little too much. It's like you could have did one reuniting after like 4 years, 5 years, and then it would have been a masso pop. But they rushed it.
I think 4 years would have been acceptable because you look at Triple H and Shawn Michaels. They feuded for 2 years after breaking up DX, and it was one of the best feuds ever. So that went from 2002 to 2004. They had some insane, brutal matches, and then DX reunited in 2006. But they did it the right way because they both had problems with Vince. Whereas the Shield were just like, man, we used to be a team, right? Let's do the thing.
Do the thing.
And then
Piston here.
And then Roman gets suspended. Hey, we'll replace him with Kurt Angle. Put some body armor on him.
Oh my god, I
Kurt.
remember that.
Kurt's all
That was
standing there
hot.
with his fucked up knees and shit. I love Kurt Angle. I'm sorry, bud.
Yeah, we all love Kurt Angle, but man,
That was
The
hard
knees
to
were
watch.
hurting.
it was tough. June 1st, 2019, Adam Cole, baby, defeated Johnny Gargano in the main event of NXT TakeOver 25 to win the NXT Championship, and what a barn burner of a match it was.
The whole trilogy was amazing. Two of the best wrestlers in the world at that time. TakeOver New York will forever live with me, but the match in Toronto was absolutely amazing. The TakeOver New York, one of the best endings ever to an NXT match, and that blew WrestleMania completely out the water. Because every TakeOver at that time was destroying the main roster.
Yeah.
But
That's why Vince and Bruce Pritchard had to kill it.
Yeah, asshole.
my God, what a trilogy that was!
That was peak Black and Gold.
Oh,
And then finally, I gotta give a shout out to a classic television champion, of course. Stunning Steve Austin defeated Bobby Eaton to capture the TV championship in WCW. And it's an early achievement before, of course, becoming the biggest star in wrestling. Just 1 week away from Trivia. Speaking of takeovers, Trivia Takeover Rivals, the 11th annual event where knowledge takes over. It comes your way June 11th, and on the 10th anniversary of the Knowledge Championship itself, Beer puts it all on the line in the return of the Ring of Games. Coming for the gold are Moses Marquez, The Phoenix, and Cypher.
it's still absolutely borderline disgusting, and I am still in contact with someone who I know that will be able to sort this out. An open door is also coming your way on June 25th, including predictions for AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Stardom, and CML's Forbidden Door. Plus, King of the Mic Grand Final, as we heard last week. As well, the captain has issued an open challenge for his television championship. But however, there's a catch. If you lose, you never get to challenge the cap again for the TV title whilst he is champion.
Stipulations
aplenty, but are you ballsy enough to take it is the real question. But if that's not enough, don't trip, we got even more for you. Join us for the first ever great promo slam on, what a day, July 23rd, a day to celebrate all things July, including predictions for AEW Redemption. But it will be redemption for Beer as he gets his rematch against the Phoenix for the World Championship, and this time it's a juicy one. It's last man standing.
If it was good enough the first time, let's do it again. So much to look
Fine.
forward to, and in case you missed it last week, the theme song for Trivia Takeover is No More Shadows by Beer himself. It's unreleased and exclusive to Trivia Takeover. Go to maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com for more information.
Exclusivity.
Alright, speaking of King of the Mic, let's get to the semi-finals. Both are taking place this week, which means we're going to find out who's going to be in the final at Open Door by the end of this show. First up, it's a classic rivalry. It's Cypher versus the CWO. Representing the CWO is, of course, the man with the 70-something inch pythons. It's AT Rustler versus Cypher.
Round 2. So here we are, and I am faced with AT Rustler of the CWO, the man who claims to have the biggest set of pythons, but has the smallest set of cojones in the CWO. AT, welcome to round 2 of King of the Mic. I am your gracious opponent, Cypher here, and I gotta say, I'm glad to see you. I'm actually glad to see you now. I don't know how our relationship stands or how it is today, but you know, I don't have a problem with you. And you know, for a man who has the 84-inch pythons, you don't use the biggest muscle on your body, and that's your brain. You don't think. See, I got over Jonathan Beer, and you know, wasn't quite expecting to actually get over Jonathan Beer, but due to the fact that, you know, he thought he was going to use me as a stepping stone, and well, he certainly didn't watch his step now, did he? Or you'll be facing him instead of me. But AT, let's talk about you, and let's talk about why you're here now. I know that you got a big target on your back, you and the Demoness, because could have swore at Full House last week, Black Burnham said he's coming after you for what you and what y'all did, the CWO as a whole did to Amir, which is crazy because, quite frankly, you just playing with yourself. And you know, that's your business, not mine. I'm not in CWO business. I'm minding my own business because that's what I do. But AT, how do you feel about it? Like, I know you got a lot to think about, and you got to concentrate on, you know, winning King of the Mic. And I heard what you said. You're tired of seeing the same old faces. You're tired of seeing the same old song and dance. You're tired of the same old shit, pretty much. And you want to main event some things, be relevant, and, you know, get to the top of the mountain. Wait, never mind. That wasn't you. That was Rodney Slapovich. I'm sorry, I got y'all two confused for some reason. I don't know why. Y'all look so fucking similar. But, can't quite put my finger on it, but yeah, I don't know what it is, but, AT, listen, dog, this is King of the Mic, right? Like, longest time wins, and I get it. You beat my tag team partner. And he didn't step away simply because he lost. Like I said, he's going through personal life changes, and he won't be back till September, maybe October, and that's okay. I can hold it down. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm used to holding things down on my own when it's time to call for it. But listen, AT, who's holding you down? You know, who's backing AT Wrestler? Who has got your back at the end of the day? Because, you know, Black Burnham, again, Black Burnham, something about him that just reminds me of you so much. And I can't, like I said, I can't quite put my finger on it. It's almost like you're twins. But anyway, Black Burnham, he made it pretty clear that he's coming after you. And, you know, I worry about your safety, AT, because, you know, it's not easy having a target on your back, you know. It's not. And quite frankly, I'm not concerned as I am much anticipating what you're going to do, because you're the man with the plan, right? You the leader of the CWO, right? Like, you got this figured out, right? Like, I don't know. I mean, shit. I don't know, AT. I mean, seems like you at a standstill, like. But at the same time, he's not only coming after you, AT. He's coming after the Demoness. And he might eventually come after Teddy. He might come after Robert Davis. We don't know where Black Burnham's from. He's a luchador. He could be from he could be from El Salvador. He can be from Chile. He can be from Mexico. He can be Venezuela. He can be from Madrid. He could be anywhere. So what's stopping Black Burnham from taking y'all out one by one by going for the Max International title? But again, it's not about that. It's about you and me here, King of the Mic. Longest time wins. And I know you're going to say a lot of shit about me. The same shit you always spew about me. And, you know, AT, that's cool. Talk your shit, homie. Like, I'm here for it. You're here for it. We're all here for it. But I ain't the one with the target on my back. I have officially closed the chapter between me and the Captain, Dazzy Lee. I've became a 4-time champion, television champion, before him. And graciously so, he's now the second. And I don't think there's going to be a race for the 5-time anytime soon. So I'm cool with that. But AT, like, if by some chance I do win this bout and I do, you know, go on to the finals, there's things I gotta worry about. I gotta worry about Scouse. I gotta worry about Moses. But right now, I gotta worry about you. And you know what? I wish you all the best of luck. I wish you well. I hope you cut the illest promo ever. I hope, like, you do the damn thing. I hope you make it loud and clear how much you love and hate me at the same time. That's really sweet. And, get checked for split personality disorder, okay? Okay, so I'm going to end it, and I'll see you sometime soon. Okay? Bye.
He's got pythons so big they choke every living thing. He ain't no queen, but he wants to break free. He's from the 80s. He's AT Wrestler.
Well, let me tell you something, bitch. And I don't even have to announce my name, because you already know who the fuck it is. And you already know what part of the show I am, brother. The whole damn fucking show. And I'm gonna start this promo off by going directly at a sorry motherfucker who decided to show his face for what reason is still beyond me, brother. I mean, This guy's gotta be hated by Daniel Crimmins, because as you can imagine, he turned his back, brother, on Max Wrestling. He went off into the sunset, brother. We haven't seen him in ages. And then he shows back up, brother, because the king of the mic reminded him of some piece of shit that's buried in a goddamn grave. And the very first thing he does, brother, is tug on Superman's cape. Yeah, that's a big mistake, isn't it, Black Burnham? That's right, bitch. You and I used to be friends, great friends. And we had another friend whose name was the fucking Kingpin. And you know what? You and I had some conversations, brother, that you wouldn't want me to make public, would you? But since you thought it was a good idea to get on a promo last week when you were supposed to be going against Scouse Mysterio, which, by the way, brother, you got your ass whooped. But instead of using your time wisely and talking about Scouse Mysterio, the greatest luchador that Max Wrestling has ever seen, brother, you spent your time talking about A.T. Rustler, the whole fucking show. Yeah, brother, look at those fucking pythons. Keep talking about them, bitch. And you spent your time talking about the greatest promo cutter that Max Wrestling's ever seen, brother. And that's the Demoness. How dare you besmirch her fucking name, brother. The disrespect. You're lucky I don't find you and choke you the fuck out, bitch. I'm gonna give you one warning, and only one. I suggest that you find any remnants of A.T. Wrestler's name and the Demoness's name and keep it out of your fucking mouth, brother, or I will personally find you and punch your teeth down your fucking throat, brother. That's right. The Kingpin is dead, brother. The Kingpin is gone, brother. And you want to judge me for what? For being able to identify that the Kingpin was weak? No, it should have been done. He should have been done. You were wrong to ever follow him, brother, and so was I. But the difference between me and you, Black Burnham, is instead of running away and tucking my tail, I had the balls to admit it, then I had the balls to do something about it. So if I were you, I would be careful ever bringing up the names of the C.W. Oh, again, brother, or it won't end well for you. Now, before I crash land my ship and fuck myself out of an opportunity by taking my eye off the ball, I'm gonna get my eye right back on the ball, brother, and talk about a man who did exactly that last week. Corey fucking Cypher, brother. How the hell are ya? Oh, I gotta say, I normally think you're an ugly piece of shit, brother. But hey, you're looking pretty good these days. In fact, brother, you look like you lost some weight. I mean, what do you say? 25 pounds or something like that? Whatever that fucking title belt weighed that you lost to the Captain Dazzy Lee, brother. Oh yeah, that's right. We all saw that, brother. We all saw you take that championship that you had won, brother, that TV title. And then your ego, if nothing else, said, you know what? This victory over Dazzy Lee is not enough for me. Oh no, I want to beat him again. I want to do a fucking victory lap. I want to show these people that I'm strong. I want my fucking foot on Dazzy Lee's chest. I want to have a big victory over this guy. I'm going to beat him a second time in a row simply because I can. But here's the reality, brother. You couldn't. And the major reason why you couldn't, besides the fact that Dazzy Lee is one of the greatest promo cutters of all time, brother, is that you took your eye off the ball, brother. You were battling a fucking giant. You were battling a fucking behemoth. You were battling the creator of everything that's in front of us, brother. And instead of focusing your efforts on that motherfucker, you spent your time talking about the whole damn show. Ha ha ha. Man, I gotta tell you, brother, it felt amazing watching you fuck this up royally. Talking about how you were gonna beat A.T. Rustler, and you were gonna knock a chip off my fucking back, and you should have been focused on the man that you were defending your championship gold against, and you fucked up. And you know what you got? You got your ship raided, brother. That's right, the captain walked up on your fucking pirate ship and took all your fucking gold, brother. He took your booty. That's right, you got your ass taken, brother. Then how does it feel, Cypher? How does it feel to take your eye off the ball and get your ass beat because you spent too much time focused on A.T. Rustler? I'm in your head, brother. I've always been there. I'm in your heart, brother. I've always been there. But Dazzy Lee was in your ass, brother. Then how does that feel? I hope it feels terrible. Now here's the reality. Cypher, I really do respect you, brother. I really do. And so that's the reason why I'm going to do something that nobody else will do. I'm going to be honest with you, brother. I'm going to have an honest conversation with you out of love, brother. I will do for you what nobody else would do, brother. But that's what A.T. Rustler is here for. And the reality is, you've lost a step, brother. You're not as good as you used to be, brother. What happened to you, brother? You're walking around here with your smiles and your soft promos. You stumble over your words. You stutter. You don't seem to know where you're at. You have no fucking passion, brother. You want to know what passion looks like, brother? Look directly in the eyes of AJ Rustler. This is what the fuck passion looks like, brother. You've lost it, haven't you? The last time I saw anything good come out of you is when you beat the fucking shit out of the fucking Kingpin. When you had charisma show up at that man's house and had blood spewing from his fucking guts and didn't give a damn if his family, his wife and kids were in the next room, brother. That was the best version of Corey fucking Cypher. When you had a man drag him, bleeding after handing over his fucking crown to you, and you stuffed that man's head in a fucking bathtub and drowned him in front of all the Max Wrestling viewers. That was prime Corey Cutler. That was cutthroat Corey Cutler. That was a fucking killer. That's the Cypher we fucking need, not this fucking pussified version that exists before us today. Now wonder why you lost your fucking title, and now wonder why you're gonna fucking lose to me. Let this be the fucking wake-up call that you need, brother. There's deep waters here, and if you're gonna survive this shit, you better fucking learn how to swim with the fucking sharks. And there's no bigger shark than AT fucking Rustler. So get your shit together, bitch. I will drown you quicker than you know what fucking hit you. You don't deserve to be TV champ, and you don't deserve to win the fucking king of the mic. You can't hold my fucking microphone, bitch. Wake the fuck up and get better. No more bullshit. Get some edge. Shed some fucking blood. Take heads again. Earn my respect back. You might think it means nothing to you, but trust me, it means everything in the world, because you're not prepared to go against a guy like me. Not anymore. But you can. You can be. You can get back, brother. And I suggest you do. Because if you don't, I will mow your ass down every fucking time we meet. That's right, baby. C-W-O.
All right, I love me a classic battle of the semi-final action. So, let's get right on into it. Let's go with my man Corey. Let's go with the man that hosts the Aftermax first. Coming in with a nice big number, 7 minutes, 33 seconds. My man goes the distance. You better be careful out there for whoever's on the other side. It just might be me. But this time, it's AT Wrestler. He comes in 7 minutes, 16 seconds, 18 seconds, 19 seconds shy, I should say. And moving on to the final is Cypher. He takes on the winner of me and Scoush Mysterio. Man, oh man, oh man. That one was cutting hairs close. It's craziness. It's craziness out here. Corey's out here to claim the fame, and he won't stop until he gets it.
I received Corey's promo before AT, and I saw Corey's time like 7 minutes something. I thought, AT never goes that long, and 7's a long time. This is either going to be a massive difference, or AT's going to surprise us. And I saw AT's time, and that also came in just over 7 minutes, and I couldn't believe how close it was. So congratulations to Cypher. You will be in the King of the Mic final. Question is, against who?
I'll have to wait and see.
Also, we like these live results for King of the Mic. You've been having them pre-recorded for the first round, but, you know, it's getting important now. Semi-final, you're going to have the live results.
Yeah.
So we'll find out who Cypher faces later on when it is Scouts Mysterio versus El Jefe.
Let's go, let's go, let's go! Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Welcome back to Max Wrestling. I am your captain, along with El Jefe and Beer. Speak their names and they appear. If you like what you've seen so far, make Max Wrestling your new home. We have C4 Pineapple Head.
Hey.
All you gotta do is drop a people's elbow on the like button and a 5-knuckle shuffle on the subscribe button, because that's how the algorithm works. We're here every single Thursday because it's a Thursday thing.
And I swear to God, we got to get this going. Thursdays on Max. For those that prefer the old-fashioned podcast, you put the headphones in and go to work. We got you covered there, too. Don't trip. You won't get in trouble. Follow us on all your favorite platforms, including SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever it is you get your favorite podcasts. And for all things Max Wrestling, the links to get you there, and some title history, got a lot of the title history, head on over to the beautifully done website, maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com.
You're damn right. You better start getting into that. And do not forget to join Cypher for the Aftermax Live on Facebook right after the show. Now, the QR code to our Facebook group is on the screen as we speak. Now, there could be guests. There could be challenges. It is the most unpredictable show on Facebook, unlike other shit that you do see. So scan and go after the show.
Do it.
Do it right now.
All right. Speaking of doing it, let's hop into the fun. Let's hop into the craziness, the not so black and gold, but it is an in-depth look on the Tuesday night. It's time for us to enjoy one together. Crack it open if you got it. It's time to join beer for the NXT round.
Once again, thank you for your beautiful introduction as usual, Mo. I appreciate that. So this is the NXT round. So the show starts with Zarya defeating Lizzie Rain with an F5. That was with Tatum Paxley on commentary. Zarya wanted to do more damage to Lizzie after the match, with Tatum going into the ring. And next week, we will have a North American Women's title match with Tatum Paxley against Zarya. I'd have saved this for the pay-per-view, but hey, I'm Shawn Michaels. He's in charge. Miles Bourne and Tavian Heights talking to Sean Legacy and Dorian Van Der, with Bourne and Heights suggesting they become once again a tag team. The Culling, Sean Spears and Nico Vance talking to Izzy Dame, who wanted to start but they finished with OTM. Dark State, Cutler James and Osiris Griffin are going to go against, I can't remember who, I think it was actually Bourne and Heights, to be attacked by Saquon Sugars after the Sugar Man was kicked out of Dark State to attack Cutler James in the crowd. And next up, we do have the Culling, Sean Spears and Nico Vance facing Bronco Nima and Lucian Price. And OTM pick up the win with a double seam slam off the shoulders on Spears for the 3 count. It looks like that Sean Spears is probably set to be kicked out of the Culling to lead a babyface turn for Sean Spears. Bring back Ty Dillinger, by the way. Tate Wilder goes one-on-one with Jackson Drake. Jackson picks up the win with a 450 splash for the 1-2-3. Michael Lockwood, who's a game changer. She is fucking great. Who's now literally a valet for Jackson Drake. She reminds me of China back in the days. So it's good shit. Lola Vice makes her way to the ring. Talks about the win she had last week over Izzy Danes, being interrupted with Kalani Jordan, saying it's finally time for her to get a shot at the NXT Women's title, which I do agree, even though we did have the match a few weeks ago. It's been interrupted by Kendall Gray and Ren Sinclair, with Kendall looking beautiful as usual. She had a bit of a G-string on the show, which is always good shit. So next week we do have another match between Kendall Gray and Kalani Jordan, after Vice threw an elbow and hit Kendall by mistake. Terrible. Even though I do love Ebola, but hey, that's a bit mean. Charlotte Hill backstage with Tatum Paxley and asking about the why she's giving Zarya the match. It looks like Zarya will win the title next week, and it's about time. Speed Championship on the line. Lexis King defeated Romeo Moreno. Abolish the titles. They are a complete waste of time, and bring back the Cruiserweight Classic. That's all I'll say. Jada Parker backstage with the other wrestlers, with Natty showing up saying that she barely beat Natty's student last week, which was Layla Diggs. She looked fucking impressive, by the way, Layla Diggs. And once again, Natalia calls Parker soft, and it looks like that Jada is definitely going to have a match down the line. But later on, we did have the match with Osiris Griffin and Dion Lennox from Dark State facing Tavion Heights and Miles Bourne. It's a win for Dark State. Hit the Doomsday Device from the top rope for the 3 count. After the match, Saquon Sugars was on the podium and looked at Dark State and warned them. And after that, we are going to have a bit of a brutal match down the line. Main event, Tony D'Angelo defends the NXT Championship against Showtime Cam Hendricks. Tony D picks up the win, but the Dead to Rights modifying chokeslam, and it leads to, at the end, we do have a number one contenders match next week for the NXT Championship with Mason Rook, your body slam your dad, against Naraku, Mr. Io Sky. So it looks like, for me, I think this is going to be a bit of a fuck finish. I think there'll be a triple threat match for the Great American Bash, and I think Naraku will become champion, but it's too soon to put the belt on Mason Rook. Good show. Solid all around, I'd say. Now it's time. It's no longer Vader time, God rest Vader's soul, but it's a very special time because it's called Last Night on Dynamite with the legend known as El Jefe. It's time. El Jefe, the floor is yours, sir.
All right, let's hop into Dynamite as we're fast approaching Forbidden Door and coming off of the craziness that was Double or Nothing. MJF has his match against Rush. He bloodies him and then defeats him via submission to retain the World Championship. After the match, and a hard-fought one, I should say, he tries to attack Rush with the belt. Gets stopped by Mark Briscoe. Oh my God, Mark Briscoe coming to the fucking rescue, which is a little crazy, a little different, but I'm not mad at it. MJF tries to turn the tables. He almost gets the Dre Driller, gets out of it, and he's gonna fucking hit goddamn Mark Briscoe with the belt. But in comes the conglomeration, and scurry away does Maxwell. So right after that, I love and hate when they do this. They're like, "Hey, you guys get out of here! You almost got your ass kicked, but you got to wrestle right now." What? It's fucking fantastic. So it's Mark Briscoe, Lio Rush. I don't know what Lio Rush's gimmick is, but I love it. I really don't. I swear to God, I don't know what it is. I can't even fucking guess or fathom it, but it's fucking awesome. I love it.
I love
He's the
Cypher's
Reigns
description.
it's just interesting.
Cypher calls him Black Smeagol.
Black fucking Christ. It works too well. I love it. The Black Schmeegs is on the way. After the match, Mark Briscoe dropped the promo about his brother, his AEW tenure, and sends a clear message to MJF. Says, "You got what I want, and I'm going to whip your ass for it." So, speaking of people with fucking clear-cut messages, Thekla, who is just like, I'm the fucking coolest thing in the fucking world right now kind of vibes. And when your on confidence is that high, you give yourself a boner looking in the mirror. You know what I mean? Like you're just that type of shit. And I swear to God, that's what Thekla is right now. She's just that level of badassery because she's giving a message about the Triangle of Madness. She's talking about how I want to say it was Julia Hart or one of them's gonna win the fucking Owen, the other one's gonna win their TBS championship back, and me, she's like, well, I'm just not just gonna beat Stardom, I'm gonna kill them. They're gonna be the death of Stardom. And then she goes and she, "Hey Stardom, look at this." She walks over to their fucking sign, Hakatua. I laughed so fucking hard. I was like, this is awesome. And then, of course, Excalibur, we apologize to Stardom for spitting on their thing. Because I'm like, yeah, dude, because they fucking didn't see it coming. But again, remember this. Let's put people on right now. If you don't know the story of Thekla and how she left Stardom, she threatened to kill the owner of the company. Okay? And a lot of people are like, that's kayfabe. Fuck, bro, with her, I don't know if there's a kayfabe, okay? Because I haven't seen any other fucking side of Thekla. There's one side to her, okay? She might just be that fucking crazy, and if she is, God bless her heart. I'm gonna be nice here. I don't hate these backstage segments with the Death Rider. They have just killed any of their cool guy aura. Like, it's getting, like, okay, we get it. You're trying to be his fucking friend. I'm done. I really don't, like, either push him to his limit or fuck off. Like, I really don't need to be like, well, I could be your, no, I don't care. No, fuck this shit. Push him and get over it. Like, that's what the Death Riders were meant to do. They were meant to push this cat back to his limits, bring him back to Aerial Assassin, make him go bananas. Do that. Make Will Ospreay serious again. and they didn't. They're doing it, but they're doing it in a weird way where they're like forcing their own self. And again, I'm still not comfortable with them being rando face after Mox won the belt. And I get it's been months, but still, it fucking tastes weird. I'll leave it at that.
Tastes like roller cola.
Especially when they tried to kill Brian as well with the Wrestle Dream a few years ago.
It was murder. At least it tried to be. Anyway, Andrade squashes a Jahoob, as he should. Then gloats about being a Latino idol. And I love this. He's in his whole thing. He's doing his fucking pose. And then bald-faced on the fucking screen. And I'm like, fuck! Goddamn Don Callis is ruining this fucking guy. Which I get, because now I kind of feel like they're going to turn Andrade a little bit. Maybe not full-blown face, but he's going to be a tweener. He's going to get away from the Don Callis family, and people are going to love him for it. And they're going to pop even more when he takes his pants off. It's going to be crazy, I swear to you. But he comes out, and he's just like, yeah, whatever the fuck you said. Now let me introduce the fucking new member of the Don Callis family. I was like, dude, why don't you just tell this guy to fuck off? Out comes Kevin Knight, and then that's really it. We go right into the fucking match with him and Speedball Mike Bailey. Kevin Knight retains, as he should. Still really good match. I don't know what they're going to do with Speedball now. I just feel like he's a dude who's going to end up being a punching bag, which really sucks because there's a lot more to him.
Yeah.
But we get yet another call out for MJF. This time it's Kevin Knight. I don't know how long MJF's going to hang on to this belt with everybody that wants to fucking go for it. And it seems like everybody wants to go for it. We go backstage. The Young Bucks and the Dogs kind of get into it. You know, because they're the dogs, they're the Bucks, you know. Bucks don't like dogs. Animals. It is what it is. Renee catches up with MJF in the bath. Only person who could be doing this interview. She was like, I'll fucking do it. And they're just like, but he's your husband. Yeah, no, I volunteer. And they're like, well, you were the only one picked. No, I got it. She was down for this one. I promise you she was. Anyway, this was hilarious. He's all in the fucking bathtub, totally unbothered by all the challenges, and then says that Mark Briscoe is totally unworthy of going at him, which is fine. Which is, again, you cannot cut a better promo in a tub than Jon Moxley did. I dare you to try. I dare you to try. It's not going to happen. Shit was awesome. I got to cut a promo in the bathtub one time. Speaking of cutting awesome promos, Renee catches up with so it was MJF in the bath, not Mox. See?
Yes.
Wrong guy.
I was going to say, did I miss a segment?
No, I misread it and just went with it. And I was just like, and the craziest part, too, is I was like, that was MJF. It's like, why did I say Mox? But anyway, hey, maybe she's catching interviews with Mox on the thing. Don't check her phone, by the way. So it was the what the fuck was it? It was the Owen Hart women's side, but they had a mystery, a Joker. I forget what they called it. And it was because Willow fell out, and now that spot's open. And to our shock and dismay, shock and horror, if you really want to get that bananas, Mercedes Mone makes her return as the wild card, goes against Alex Windsor, and I'm like, perfect, let her win. Nope. Mercedes Mone wins with the statement maker. Fuck. My exact reaction. I have a bad feeling she's going to go all the way and be the one to beat Thekla, and I don't like that.
But it's going to put Tony in a very difficult situation, because if Mercedes is still getting literally crickets every week and Tekla's over like a motherfucker right now, Tekla's going to play the match as a babyface going into All In.
She is, and it's going to turn everything topsy-turvy.
Exactly.
Willy Wonka, bud.
So Tony's in a very difficult situation on here. And all the little clowns all saying, it's going to be Jamie. It's going to be Dakota Kai. It's going to be Shotzi Blackheart. You knew it was going to be Mercedes. Which begs the question about this, before I let you carry on. So apologies, Mo.
No. Please, no. I want to hear real quick.
Why was the fucking point putting Willow in the fucking tournament in the first place when Willow could have defended the TBS title against a Julia Hart, who wants to go for the title, as Tekla said last evening? Why the fuck did you not put a fucking wild card in the first place? It would have made more sense.
And is Willow really injured?
But exactly. I was just going to say, Willow's actually injured. But then even then, was she that injured where she couldn't drop the TBS title to Julia Hart and then fall out of the tournament? I'm just saying, dominoes fall, cars have wheels. You know what I'm saying? It just makes sense. Just makes sense.
Thanks.
We don't book it. We just bitch and complain about it. And I kind of like that part a little bit more. So, speaking of things that I liked a little bit more, and I kind of did and I kind of didn't. I liked the match, didn't love the insanity. To the main event we go. It was insanity. It was fucking utter goddamn chaos. It was supposed to just be Will Ospreay versus Mark Davis, who Mark Davis' singles run, by the way, needs to be studied with a fucking fine-tooth comb, dude, because, like, I don't know why we waited forever for Mark Davis to become a fucking singles wrestler, because this dude has it. This dude is great for being a big man. Hell, he fucking replaced Lance Archer for crying out goddamn loud. Send him back to New Japan as a singles guy. See what he can come up with. But there was calamity from everybody. I thought there was a part in this fucking match where Pac's all running the ropes and doing shit, and the ref's like, and then fucking goddamn who's out there getting? I think it was Lance Archer out there getting his ass kicked, and the ref's all and I'm like, do something. Like, you're pissing me off. Like how Bryce pissed me off in the first match with the fucking turned away turnbuckle, and they're all like, and he's all like telling Rush, no, don't fucking hit MJF with it. And I'm like, everybody hates MJF. Why wouldn't you do it? I don't understand. But regardless, the main event was chaos. Will Ospreay still gets the win. He moves on, and I think that means it's Brody King and Swerve for one, and the other one looks like it's going to be, was it Will Ospreay and...
Ospreay's in the final. I think Ospreay's in the final already, because he beat Joe at Double or Nothing, and then he beat Davis. I'll tell you one thing with Davis. Criminally underrated Mark Davis. And I'm so glad Tony's finally doing something with Davis. Everyone's going to say that he was going to be the Jannetty, Fletcher was going to be the Michaels.
100%.
Mark Davis finally is getting a look at, and he's so good.
Yeah.
It's I don't want to say it's odd how good he is, but it is odd how good he is, because again, most tag team guys don't translate to singles. Yes, there are the Shawn Michaels to the Marty Jannettis, but there's been a rare occasion where both guys can do it. And it took Mark Davis a little bit longer. Obviously, he's not on the Kyle Fletcher fucking level, but he can more than hold his own as a single.
Yeah. Will is in the final after beating Mark Davis. He's up against either Swerve or Brody King at Forbidden Door.
Nice.
Whereas the women's, we don't even know the second half of the semi-final yet. All we know is Mercedes is going to face either Persephone or Hazuki, and Athena's going to face either Sky Blue or Sari.
Oh,
but guess who's going to be in the final?
Waiting it out.
Mercedes and Athena.
Tony, if you do not give Athena and Sari, I'll fucking lose it with you.
Don't get ready to lose it with him, bud.
I don't think
Sky Blue. It's got to be Sky Blue.
Sari is one of the best, right? And if you've not seen Hazuki, dude, she's a beast.
If Thekla hadn't pointed it out last night, I would have forgotten Sky Blue was even in the tournament, so she has to win. Otherwise, they wouldn't have pointed it out.
Hey, right? I mean, again, we talk all the time about building stars. Sky Blue could be that next one.
I might have upset Craig there, so I apologize.
Nice one.
All right, yeah. I loved the chaos in that main event because it was just very similar to the main event of WrestleMania 40, where guys just keep fucking running in. Hero comes in, villain comes in. Hero comes in, villain comes in. But on top of all that, you thought you were going to get a finish, and they kept giving us false finishes too. And it was just like, how much fucking further can this go? But it was also the fact that the run-ins went in order of importance. So for the Death Riders, you had the two Jahoobs come in first. Then you had Claudio, then Pac, and you were just building up to John Moxley coming in and just taking out fucking, who did he take out? Jake Doyle.
Yeah, Doyle.
But the finish was great too. Like, Will just comes in with two savage hidden blades. One to get rid of the screwdriver, another one straight after to the fucking face. That's probably...
Kyle Fletcher was in there with the damn screwdriver. I was like, fuck.
And then Takeshita obviously makes a save against Fletcher because...
yeah.
You know what? It's been obvious for a long time that we're pushing Will Ospreay towards Wembley. But for a brief moment when Kyle Fletcher came in, I thought, oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle's gonna rob us all of it. But yeah,
It felt that way considering that Kyle's been the guy to quote unquote rob us of some of the great stuff in the past. So glad it didn't go that way though.
yeah, and I gotta say, I think this is the best Will has looked since he came back from that surgery in this match.
Yeah.
Dude, he's just getting better by the fucking week. The old Will Ospreay is back.
Oh yeah, bring on Wembley. Okay, so we know Will Ospreay is going to be in the final of the Owen Hart tournament, and we know that Cypher is going to be in the final of the King of the Mic tournament, but now it's time to find out who Cypher is going to face, because, for the first time ever, it is the newcomer of the year, Scouse Mysterio, versus former two-time king himself, Moses Marquez. Let's get to it.
Being shady-ish. Super shady-ish.
I'm being shady-ish, lads.
Alright, here we go. This is my theme song. This is... What are you laughing for? I'm being serious. This is my theme song. Oh, shut up. Booyaka, booyaka, this is my year. Booyaka, booyaka, calm down, calm down. Booyaka, booyaka, this is my year. Booyaka, booyaka, Scouse Mysterio. Booyaka, booyaka, this is my year. Booyaka, booyaka, calm down, calm down. Booyaka, booyaka, this is my year. Booyaka, booyaka, Scouse Mysterio. Yeah, mate, here we go. We are 2 steps away from glory. We are in the King of the Mic semi-finals, and I find myself up against the former king, Moses Marquez. It's been a short but eventful journey. See, I was unsuccessful in my debut at Promomania when I should have walked away the international champion. I fell short. I slipped up against Robert Davis. And I accept that. Scouse Mysterio failed. But here's the thing. Unlike a fellow Americano who lost and unmasked this past week, Mr. Gable, I won't say your first name because I don't swear, I'm fucking going nowhere. I am Scouse Mysterio, and I'm here to fucking stay, and I'm here for fucking glory, and I'm here for that fucking crown, which I will take by first getting past Moses Marquez, and an open door. I will take it from either Cypher or AT Rustler, whoever it may be. No one is stopping myself from fulfilling the prophecy of old Kenny. Not even the other Americano who turned up last week. He's an imposter, he is. Don't trust him. Don't trust him. He's full of shit. Whereas I am full of fire. I am full of half Mexican fire. And the other half is Scouse. Now that is a deadly combination. So Moses Marquez, LFA. You might want to find yourself a new nickname, mate. Because I'm here to fire you. I'm here to take your fucking position. I'm here to bypass you. You will not be King Mo again. Because in a few weeks, mate, everyone is going to be talking about King Scouse. They're going to be talking about how he defied everybody. How he came back from the dead against Robert Davis. He flew through a fucking tournament and won. And made old Kenny proud. And that is a fact, that is. You cannot stop me. Cypher, AT, whoever cannot stop me. This imposter, Scouse Americano, cannot stop me. I am Scouse Mysterio. The one and only fucking Scouse. And the King of the Mic
is fucking mine. Ta-da.
What a fucking muppet.
Oh my god, okay. Scouse Mysterio. Scouse Mysterio. I'm talking serious facts here. No ifs, abs, no ifs, buts or maybes. Serious facts. Serious facts here. I can do an impression too. I can do plenty of impressions. Way rough. That's about as far as I can get it for like. I was trying to think of like Newcastle maybe. No, I can't do Newcastle. I don't know. Maybe everybody does Newcastle. Hi, Scouts Mysterio. What's up, Doug? I normally start these things out by like, welcome. I'm kind of just like having fun right now. Normally I take these far too shadish. A little too shadish. But I want to have fun with this one. And what better opponent to have fun with than the masked man himself, the return of Scouse Mysterio. I like it. You know, I talked about it in my first promo that the outlay, the spectrum, the bracket of this King of the Mic tournament actually looked rather intimidating at one point. You know what I mean? You had world champions, you had Beer, you had Cypher, who's as hungry as ever. Whether he gets the W at the end of the day or he damn near dies trying, this cat's a competitor. And he's one to consistently look out for, you know what I mean? I had to deal with Rodney Slabovich. Aha! Handled. Dealt with the Advocate. It's no longer on the radar. I know, I believe AT Wrestler's still in this. I think AT Wrestler might still be in this. I don't know. You know, I'm not too worried about looking at what's on the other side. Now, I am a little worried about what I'm looking at on the other side of the pond. If you catch my drift. As my opponent is on the other side of the pond. He's the Scouse one. He's Scouse Mysterio. He's got the bloody mask on, mate. The cheeky little mask brat. This fucking cat's not even from Liverpool. Like, what the fuck you got this fucking shit on your head for? You're not even from fucking Liverpool. And then again, like, what the fuck the fucking people in Liverpool know about fucking Lucha Libre? What do you know about Rey Mysterio, okay? What do you know about, you know, the Mysterios? I want to keep saying it like a dickhead. Mysterio. I want to keep saying it like that, but Mysterio. That's Hispanic. That's para la raza. For the race. That is of the race. Lineage beyond lineage. Dating back to the 50s, 60s. I can go on and on. Everybody knows how I love the history of this thing, okay? We can go on and on. But I bring that up to say from all the way in Liverpool, you're trying really hard to be a Mysterio. When, honestly, Young Blood grew up from me about 25 minutes away. Both of them, by the way. The dirty one and the daddy. Not much, so much the other daddy. But we're not going to talk about him, even though we always talk about him. We got to talk about you. The try-hard trifecta. You didn't do three things, so I can't really use the trifecta thing, but the try-hard terminology. There we go. That I'm going to try to use for you, bud, is unappreciated effort. That sounds kind of mean, right? But I mean it in a positively nice way-ish. Your efforts today may be unappreciated by some. They were not by me. See, the fact is I appreciate every competitor that comes out. I appreciate every opponent that I have in front of me. I appreciate what they bring to the table, win, lose, draw, chicanery, what have you. To be in this realm right now, King of the Mic, to be in any of the realms that we have right here on the Max Wrestling, it takes some integrity, it takes some guts, it takes some brains, it takes some heart, and it damn sure takes a pair of, you know it. So I appreciate everyone that comes out. Now, I don't want to say I'm a man on a mission, because my mission right now as co-general manager and as a co-host of Max Wrestling is to simply just make Max Wrestling better. Make Max Wrestling better for the viewers, make Max Wrestling better for the participants within it. And some would say, well, then why are you a part of it? Why are you, the GM, inserting yourself in all of these things? Because there is an old-fashioned saying that you are supposed to lead by example. And what better way to show these gentlemen and the world how Max Wrestling should carry themselves, Max Wrestling champions should carry themselves, than to be one and do so correctly. Promote the brand, love thy belt, defend it openly, willingly, and not complain when we get put in odd situations. Now that's a whole other person who's not even in the tournament anymore, but I digress. I'm here to finish what I started. And what I started was with the Advocate. And now I continue on with the Masked One and can finish with whomever may be left. King of the Mic will be mine. I will rock the crown. This will be my third one. And when it's all said and done, Beer, Feeney, Daz, Nicola, I don't care who has it, I'm coming for it. It's time to change it all over again. I will be the boss all over again, because otherwise, you don't call me El Jefe for nothing.
Raggio, that was a very, very good battle there. And the results are in. Quote Anton Dak. Now, first and foremost, now the Scouse Mysterio comes in at 3 minutes and 34 seconds. Whereas El Jefe, the legend, Moses Marquez, comes in at 7 minutes and 3 minutes.
A lot of sevens this week.
Sam.
So there you go. Your King of the Mic final is Cypher versus El Jefe for the crown at Open Door. It's Battle of the Titans.
It's gonna go long. I hope you all bring your popcorn.
This is a Kenny and Okada final.
Shall we, like King of the Mic has been TV rules, so every promo has to be 3 minutes, and then you get the 3 minute leeway difference. Maybe we should up the ante a little bit and make it main event rules, which is 5 minute minimum, 5 minute difference.
Like it.
That comes your way. Open Door in, I want to say 3 weeks.
3 weeks
Yeah,
of preparation may not be enough, but I'm gonna need it.
All right.
Because it's on the same weekend as Night of Champions and also Slammiversary and the Great American Bash. So much wrestling that weekend.
And right
No, we got
before fucking Open Door, Forbidden Door.
Yeah, don't forget that.
Yeah, Forbidden Door's on the Sunday, on the same time as NXT. Slammiversary's on a bit early, which I'm annoyed about, because I wanted to watch both shows.
Lots of wrestling that week.
Screening.
And then Night of Champions is on the 27th.
Well, I'll be on early too because it's in Saudi.
Yeah, I suppose that's a good point.
All right, now we have a wall and it has more wankers on it than a Jade Cargill fan page. It's time for the wanker wall.
She's hot.
I'm the biggest wanker in this place, man. Hey, no. I'm the biggest wanker in this place, okay? Me, not you.
Now, just to reiterate my joke there, that's nothing against Jade. It's against her stands, who have been fucking unbearable for the past couple of weeks. So immediately I'm dishing out 100 points to the IWC, because you're just full of dickheads.
Yeah, they are. Good.
I've
Gracious.
I've seen people claim that Jade and her two lackeys are more impressive than Fatal Influence. I've seen people attacking Rhea Ripley just because she beat Jade. Where the fuck has all this support for Jade Cargill come from all of a sudden when she is still, like, on the fence?
Your guess is as good as mine, dude. I swear to God, people hated her not but a month ago.
Exactly.
Yeah, everybody was saying she was green as goose shit. And then she has a couple of good matches with Rhea, but loses. And now all of a sudden, she's got a massive following. I don't really get it.
Hey man, when they're hot, they're hot. You ride the coattails. That coattail is heavy.
Definitely.
Uh,
I think I need to give 100 points to WWE once again. There's pettiness. Actually, no. I'll give 200 points to WWE because there's two reasons. 100 points each. Once again, it's the counterparting of AEW again. To have NXT on. Why can you have NXT maybe the week after to get builds ready for feuds to go the next week? There has been no NXT PLE since Stand and Deliver, and that was April.
Mm-hmm.
So why is it now took 2 months to get a PLE ready? Why? So count 100 points.
The importance.
Yep, so 100 points, that's the first 100. Now, the second 100, again, actually, no, 100 for Triple H. Where's the creative for Liv Morgan, and you've now got to put it in the Queen of the Ring tournament?
I actually forgot about this. I'm glad you brought it up.
What was the fucking point putting the fucking belt on her? She should be, why can you have a credible challenger like a Bayley, like a Lyra, like even a Becky, or call someone up from NXT, or get someone from NXT. It won't hurt them.
Literally
Lola.
Anybody.
Well, Stephanie's injured.
Yeah, now that's the problem. Liv's done sweet fucking fuck all since WrestleMania, since becoming world champion. I deduced that, they were going to continue the feud with Stephanie, but like we said, Stephanie got injured, so that plan went out the window. What has stopped them just giving Liv a placeholder feud until Stephanie's healthy again? I don't understand.
A placeholder feud.
Bayley. Lyra Valkyria.
And then they spin this story. Liv's entering the Queen of the Ring because nobody wants to challenge her. No, it's because you've got fucking nothing for her.
That one.
I'm not a fan of a gimmick, but I do sort of feel sorry for her.
Yeah, it's not her fault. She just isn't getting booked to defend her title. So then she enters a tournament to win a shot at a different title, which... Is she going to have a challenger for that one if she becomes a fucking double champion? Probably not.
Probably not, no.
But I'll be honest,
again,
I don't really want to see Liv and Rhea again because it lasted forever last time.
Mm-hmm.
The only two of the matches I want to see at SummerSlam, if it's going to be Liv involved, is either against Roxy, where you finally pull the trigger and turn Roxanne into a babyface, or it's got to be Liv and Io. They're the only two matches I give a shit about. But mainly, pull the trigger on Roxanne Perez. Yes. The time is right.
I think it's got to go Roxy's way. I don't think Liv's going to win the tournament. Roxy has to win. So Roxy's probably going to end up beating Liv and knocking her out of the tournament, winning it, and then challenging Liv again.
She's out, isn't she?
Who? Roxanne?
Roxanne.
Oh, yeah, she lost her... motherfucker.
Oh, see? Another 100... I need to give another 100 points to Triple H. Why are you having Julia pinned in Italy? Makes no sense.
Yeah,
The only Italian? Hey,
literally.
Facts.
Italiano.
That-
He's all, hey, who's Italian? And she's all, me. You're fucking going down tonight. Oh.
Fucking of Julia needs to be addressed.
Yeah, right.
We should know this by now in WWE. If you're in your hometown, you've got like a 75% chance of losing.
Yep, at least 75. At least. It's the ultimate underdog match. If you can fucking overcome it, you're like God.
He's learned from his father-in-law.
Alright, so... Oh, yeah, I fucking hate this Fatal 4-Way first round matches in tournaments.
Yeah, it don't make no damn sense.
Breach.
Just make the tournament bigger.
Yeah. So
Act like motherfuckers don't watch tournaments all goddamn year long. Shit.
Go back to the old days where it's just one-on-one matches.
I remember one year, I think it was 99, they did the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the final all on the pay-per-view on the same night. And they managed to have a title match.
But that's how they used to do it. The King of the Ring used to be a grueling tournament. The entire PLE evolved around that, with maybe one other title match, with maybe the title match as a whatever, something for the people, because it was about the event, and we got away from that shit like 20 some odd years ago and never looked the fuck back, and it's dumb. It's really, really dumb, because what better way to really push a pay-per-view like a King and Queen of the Ring than to have that entire show be about the King and the Queen of the Ring finishing it. Yeah, even if it is quarter, semi-final. So what's that? That's fucking 3 matches per? Oh, 6 matches? Holy shit. Oh my God. That sounds like too many. Everybody pack it up. Too many matches. No. It's one more than the Triple H fucking special. And I promise you, you could probably finagle one of the women's matches and say, fuck it, here's the semis and the main, and then you could do your fucking 4 men's matches, or however many men's matches, and there you go. You could make it. You could simplify this some way. You can maybe do the semis into the final. You could figure it out, but you can't just go, well, this is the final of the King of the Ring, and the rest of the shit has nothing to really do with King of the Ring, but King of the Ring. No, give me the fucking tournament. Yeah. Yes, the G1 climax only finishes at was it? I want to say when is the G1 climax finish? I forget when, but still, regardless, it's at a random pay-per-view. But that's a whole different thing. That's a fucking month-long tournament. You know what I mean? This was one that you guys are hodgepodging together. So, and again, as we pointed out, traditionally, or I should say they used to, do it all in one night. Just go back to doing it. Like, I'm telling you, it would work as a PLE, and it would work in favor of the rest of the show. Because, and here's a great part, if not everyone's working, not everyone's getting hurt. What a concept. Holy shit. Oh my God, I can't believe it.
Unfortunately, though, there's another 100 points coming to WWE right now.
Fact.
Because they pissed me off on Raw. I was singing the praises that, they were advertising the mask versus mask match, and it was a great idea to show it right after Raw.
Yeah.
But did you really need to plug it every motherfucking 2 minutes?
Yes.
There was I think there was a 20-minute spell in the middle of the show where they mentioned it probably about 8 times. Maybe 10. But it was literally like every couple of minutes, Michael Cole was going, hey, stick around after the match. We're going to show the mask versus mask match from AAA. Hey, immediately after Raw, you're going to see... But here's the highlights. But make sure you come back. Fuck off. You're making me not want to watch it. Fortunately, I did.
I don't want to give a fuck.
But Jesus, talk about over-promoting. I get that it was a great match. It did so much for AAA, did so much for Kaiser, so much for Gable, and you wanted as many eyes on it as possible, and putting it on Netflix was a great idea, even though it's free on YouTube anyway. But still, shut up. You've told us 15 times already. We don't need you to keep telling us it's going to be on after the show. We know. We get it.
Thank you.
If I can touch quickly on the King of the Ring, because obviously, remember the inaugural pay-per-view of the King of the Ring? That was '93.
Yeah.
You had Bret Hart in 3 great matches. You had Razor, Kurt Hennig, God rest both of us, and 3 of them, and Bam Bam Bigelow.
Yeah.
Do it like they normally did. You had the same the next year when Owen won it. Owen had 3 great matches. I think the concept change, was 2001, because that was when it went to the semi-finals, which I was fine with, and it was the same in 2002. I was fine with it. But the Fatal 4-Way matches, I said 8? As soon as whatever the pay-per-view went off the air, I was like, what? The fuck are these men doing?
Yeah, they went straight to semis in 2001. However, Kurt Angle still wrestled 3 matches that night because he did the 2 King of the Ring matches and then had a fucking grueling, brutal, amazing street fight with Shane McMahon.
I'm straight.
Kurt Angle was a man, and that was Shane's best ever match.
Kurt was a machine.
Just taking a Shane getting dumped on his head.
The fact that Shane didn't break his fucking neck about 3 times in that match
you said it.
Is nuts. Hey, I just dropped him on his head because the glass didn't break. Okay, let me try it again. I dropped him on his head again. Okay, just throw him through it.
Like, oh, dude, we'll do something else. And Shane's like, if you don't fucking throw me through that window, you pussy. And it's like, whoa.
Why is it not breaking? Oh, we used the wrong glass.
Yeah. No shit.
Right. Has Uncle Dave done anything stupid this week? Because Uncle Dave tends to lose things completely
you know what?
Stupid.
I think he was pretty fair on Clash in Italy.
He even praised the Jay Cargill match.
Yeah, praised the Jay Cargill match. Was in the same boat as, like, Oba didn't get squashed. Like, he did good. It was all right. Good step.
Uncle Brian, has he said anything stupid? Oh, I do want to give 20 points to B-Fab for botching the fucking pinfall. How can you miss Jake Cargill's legs? He's about 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
A very tall gal.
How many points for B-Fab?
Give 50 to B-Fab. She fucking sucks. And I think I don't know whether I'm harsh or not. I do want to give points to TK about Kevin Knight going to the Don Callis family. Now, I did not want that prediction to come true. The Syndicate was right there. MVP is a fantastic talker. One of the best in the business. MVP could have spoke for Kevin Knight. But you put him in the fucking Don Callis family. I didn't want that to come true, so I think that's my bad.
That seems to unfortunately be the only really downside to AEW right now. You turn heel, you join Don Callis.
Mm-hmm.
The Syndicate was right there.
The Hurt Syndicate are pretty much the APA these days.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
I got another 50 points.
Cool segments.
I mentioned him earlier, 50 points to James Romero. Like I said, normally he's right on the money, and I completely agree with everything he says in his YouTube reviews, but I really don't understand the hate for Clash in Italy. It wasn't a bad show at all.
Nah, it's a bit much. You're over there trolling, bud.
And it certainly wasn't fucking awful.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Like I said, it wasn't the greatest cup of tea, but I'm not expecting miracles from a fucking Clash in Italy. You know, I'm expecting something decent. Once I didn't get a sour taste in my mouth from Brock and Oba, I was like, this show can't be that bad. And it really wasn't. Did it have some, like, calls that you're upset about? Sure, but again, we're going to say this line again, storytelling.
Yeah.
The art of storytelling.
So I got an obvious one for the Broad Board, but any more points for the Wanker Wall?
You guys have given all the points I was going to give, so I think we're okay.
I'm going to give 200 points to Nick Khan, actually.
Oh, shit.
Oh!
For, he says that WWE does not listen to criticism online. Yes, you do. What about R-Truth last year? What about Cody?
Oh, yeah,
a couple of years ago?
And claiming it's all part of the show.
Nick,
okay.
Don't bullshit fans like ourselves. You fucking lied on about 3 occasions.
Mhm.
Don't make us look like fucking idiots, because we're not. We are all intelligent people. You listen to criticism. Triple H listens to criticism. Vince McMahon used to listen to criticism. Dwayne fucking Johnson listened to criticism.
Do it.
If Tony Khan heard criticism online, he'd sort it out. WWE don't, because all they care about is how much money that they're going to make from the fucking businesses that they're with. Even TNA get criticism, and they'll sort their shit out. 200
That's
points
the
in
thing,
that
though.
Khan.
You don't listen to the criticism online, but then again, that also just means that you don't listen to fans. And it shows that you're not listening to fans because the fuck product's in the toilet.
Yeah, I got 2 more, but I think we're gonna end up giving even more points to IWC from myself and Beer right now. Because what was the dude you argued with over Sol Ruka? Just Reddit user.
Oh, apparently he was a bot account, because some dude actually told me it was a bot account. Let me try and find this. Let me find this, y'all.
Bot fucker. You bot mother.
He said that he can wrestle better than Sol Ruka. His name is OK Calligrapher. So you can botch a finisher now and still be a champion in WWE. I asked, have you ever wrestled a professional match? His response was, I wrestle better than Botch Ruka. And I'm like, do you have any other response? Is it a yes or no? Fucking
No.
absolutely prat.
No bad.
So I got 2 posts, which just show the stupidity of the IWC. Actually, there's 3 there, but let me. First one, I don't understand this fucking opinion whatsoever. This is from Dirt Sheets Net saying WWE destroyed AAA. That's already a very bold claim. He says,
Gonna throw something.
this is painful to watch. This is not NXT Mexico. This is WWE Dumpster. My condolences to all the real AAA fans, not the posers they have now. A German and an American, with 2 Brits and Americans are their side, respectively giving the best storyline in all of wrestling for Lucha Libre. Make it make sense.
But they fucking did. But it does make sense.
Isn't that what fans
I can't.
want? Isn't that what fans want? Is captivating storytelling?
And no, they want it to make sense.
So you can
Oh,
only...
wait, it does.
What you're saying is you can only get over in a certain country if you're from that country. Let me just point out, New Japan had huge stars in Kenny Omega, Jay White.
Will Ospreay.
Will Ospreay made a name for himself in New Japan. AJ motherfucking Styles
Bam Bam
rejuvenated his career in New Japan.
Big Band Vader.
Vader, Bigelow, even
Brand-
Hogan.
Get all your
Davids.
motherfucking guys' favorite. Fucking Hulk fucking Hogan. The original G1 Climax winner.
Prince
Fuck
Devitt.
all the way off. Oh my God. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. How does it not? So again, I brought it up as a to overly state the not I was hoping to say obvious, but the not so fucking obvious. Yes, it's a German and an American who took one of the most classic matches that Lucha Libre has to offer. They went to war in the heart of Mexico. Okay? They did it on one of the biggest, most legendary stages in all of fucking Mexico. In the heart of Mexico City, you had 2 guys, not of the heritage. None of the heritage, not fucking any of this shit. They took the historicity that is match versus match and brought beauty to it. Brought it a little bit of modernization. And again, fucking killed it. And if you don't get that, you don't get this product. And if you don't get this, stop. Just stop. There's footy on year round. All right. I know rugby's starting up, baseball's on, basketball's about to finish, hockey's happening. Like, go find anything else to fucking do. Go take a walk. Touch grass. Fuck.
Just pointing out, the longest reigning NXT UK champion of all time is Austrian.
Preach.
Gunther.
Not even in the UK, bub.
And another one. This
Another
comes from 2000s Wrestling, and this is this subject got a lot of shit this week, and every time I saw a post about it, it pissed me off. I missed the times when WWE superstars were fearless enough to take moves on their face instead of using their hands to make wrestling look fake.
Oh, Alexa Bliss, isn't it?
At WrestleMania 42, Gunther took 2 pedigrees from Seth Rollins, but on both occasions he used his hands to avoid going face first into the ring. Last night on SmackDown, Alexa Bliss used her hands to avoid taking the jaded move on her face. This is embarrassing to watch, especially for someone who grew up watching the Attitude Era. If the superstars aren't willing to take basic finishes like these, they should ask the management to not book them in such positions.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Half the people in the Attitude Era had concussions every fucking week because they were doing unnecessary bumps. Chris Benoit. You ever...
Down that fucking rabbit hole?
Yeah, that's a massive rabbit hole, which Phoenix will happily take you down very soon. But why do you want these wrestlers to risk more serious injuries or even brain damage? Yeah, land on your head. It's more entertaining. Go watch fucking Jackass.
Yeah.
There's
You look what
nothing.
happened.
Bare knuckle boxing.
It was an unfortunate camera angle, but you know what? This is wrestling. We know they're not really taking all these hits all the time. There is ways to do them safely, and unfortunately, the camera caught full-on Alexa Bliss putting her hands down and not going face first into a steel motherfucking chair. So what?
I wonder if this guy really thinks people get like super kicked that loud.
Yeah, his whole post was basically, I miss it when wrestlers used to get concussions all the time. That was
That's
fun.
what it sounds like.
Fucking weird.
Like, let me bring to you an example. And yes, he didn't take a pedigree or anything like that, but he did take a massive shot to the face, John Cena, when he broke his nose.
Yeah.
So again, dude, it's like I can understand where the dude's coming from, but I'd rather they be healthy and on my television for the long term than out every fucking 3 months.
Yeah. And also, can we also go back to one of the scariest chair shot incidents I think we've ever seen, Royal Rumble 99, when Mick Foley was literally handcuffed behind his back, and he took several chair shots from The Rock square to the fucking skull.
Oh, God, I remember that. That was painful.
We've evolved, folks. I'm sorry. We've evolved. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you.
It's not real fighting. It's a pantomime. What do you want?
Like, if they have their favorite TV show, do they think that they get punched in real life? Say if they watch, what we have over here, Coronation Street. Do you think that they're actually punching someone in real life on the show? And
Hell
say, in the States, Seinfeld, if they ever had that, did they look like that they get punched in the face?
Oh. It's fucking
people
dumb. People are stupid.
Stupid idiots, in the words of Chris Jericho.
Let's finish off with another 500 to the IWC, because you're fucking idiots.
Ooh,
You're fucking idiots.
We're going for it today.
All right. I think the IWC is taking the brunt of it this week. That is all this week's Wankers. Please make your way to the wall and tell them they suck eggs through a straw.
Suck eggs through a straw. That's hilarious, because trust me, I'm sure they have the skill for it, but fortunately, for all of us, not everyone in this world is sucking on eggs through that straw. So let's give some praise to those that deserve it. It's time to give a little love to the brubs on the brub board. Brub.
You go first.
Cut you off. I gotta give this person. I don't think we've given her points yet, and if we haven't, for shame. 300 points to Renee Dupree. Oh, not sorry, not Renee Dupree.
Renee Dupree.
Renee Paquette.
Yes.
Wrong Renee.
What a go.
Wrong Renee. For just again, I think we talk about it every single fucking week. How she's literally everywhere. She's backstage doing this. She's over there doing that. She's side ring of the side doing this. She's over here. Now she's interviewing motherfuckers in baths. Right? Like, this lady's going above and beyond. 300 points to the beautiful Renee Paquette. MJF, watch out. John Moxley's looking for your ass.
Yeah, she was on the board, but now she's on 420.
Hey, what a number.
But yeah, I just marked out at Rene Dupree. Just took me right back to 2003.
But the French
Best.
tinkler. I love that gimmick, man. But yeah, we gotta give Renee her flowers, man. She is great.
Glorious shit.
I love Renee.
All right, Boo, who you got first?
First of all, I do want to give. We did this for Takeshita and we did it for Okada. I want to give 500 points each to Gable and Kaiser. And this is actually the first time that Gable is actually on the board.
Yeah, it's probably because of his first name.
Yeah, so. Oh, yeah, he's on already with 100 points, but 500 both. It was an unbelievable match.
Bangerino.
Was an incredible match.
Motherfucking banger. So in that respect, I think we need to give 500 to The Undertaker as well for booking it.
Yep.
Actually,
Dude, give
Look at Red
Takes
is
a
good.
point.
Pete Dunne as well, because apparently he was the producer for the match.
Yeah, he done.
Yeah, give Pete.
Fucking
Pete a
500 points all around, motherfuckers.
Hey, we're just fucking throwing them around.
AAA is as hot as it's ever been right now.
And it's
Yeah, I
free
don't
on
know, I don't
fucking
know.
YouTube.
I'm
That
straight.
part.
It's free to watch. And
Uh,
it's lovely.
So mine, I thought was gonna be. I thought one of you two was gonna call it because I thought it was pretty obvious. But 200 points to Torino, Turin, Italy. That
Ooh.
crowd was incredible.
It was.
Dude. I'm not going to say it like I say it every other fucking chance, but overseas crowds, bud.
Yeah. They were chanting and singing all night, but not to a level where it was annoying. It was relevant, it was fun, and at several points the cameras were shaking.
Yes, love that. That's the reality of it.
I think if we're going to give some to Turin, I think we'll have to give some to Barcelona as well.
Oh,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah,
They
yeah.
were great. They were great as well on SmackDown, even though the show was terrible.
If you can make that much noise for a terrible show, you deserve to be on the fucking wall.
Bingo.
So, I want to give 100 points to because of both. So, 200 points to 2K, WWE 2K, because they have added on Slow Chemical, which is Kane's old theme, to the new Season Pass, and they are adding Evil Ways from AJ
Ooh.
Styles' TNA gimmick, and that has been added. And 2K, they're pulling their finger out this year, so big kudos to them this year. So 200 points to WWE 2K. They're fucking killing it.
About
this year.
time you pulled your fingers out your ass.
Yeah.
LA Knight. I'm going to give 20 points just for a solid promo backstage with Adam Pearce on Raw. A lot of people, I think, would have slipped up with the flow and everything that he said, but he nailed it.
Oh, hell yeah.
You feeling Uzi?
He's again, another underrated motherfucker that's needs some love, man.
Doesn't get the love he deserves, LA Knight.
Nope, not anymore.
Now, there is a debutante for me that I want to add to the Bruv board. I want to add points to Saya Kamatani. She's from Stardom. She is fucking great. I watched the match on over the last weekend, and she is a beautiful woman as well. So give 100 points on a weekly basis now to Saya Kamatani, and I'll do the spelling for you just in case you've got the pronunciation wrong. So
Did I spell it right?
let me just have a snoop. Saya.
Oh, I know her.
She is great.
Oh, the second you said kind of time, I was like, no, I know her. There is a game that they had, and they really wish they'd fucking bring it back. Too bad that they never will. New Japan had a card-ish app game or whatever where you could train wrestlers and get them to be whatever, and you can fucking just... It was just a cool little whatever. It was fun, though. And they had a women's division, and she was probably one of the hardest cards to beat, so... Definitely should see her in fucking AEW soon. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, if it's not AEW, it might be the E, but I don't trust their booking right now.
No. All right, let me drop the weekly points. Rhea Ripley, Obafemi, Danhausen, Io Sky, Blake Monroe, 50 to all of them, but another 50 to Rhea Ripley because SmackDown and Clash in Italy, just aura.
She looked great.
Presence.
And she looked great in red as well, maybe so.
There's nobody in WWE like Rhea Ripley with her presence. Not even Roman Reigns, I don't think, has the same aura that he used to have.
Won't it?
No, not anymore.
Rhea shows up, everything else stops. And
Did I say Bart?
Barcelona was absolutely murdering Jade and her goons at the start of SmackDown. Could not get a single fucking word out of them. And then Rhea's music hits, and at the very first note, the crowd just erupts. She gets in the ring, and all of a sudden, silence. They let her speak.
It's awesome. I love when fucking overseas. I'm telling you, the overseas crowds are just different.
There's a few from NXT this week.
Uncle Sean's out
Well,
here killing.
firstly, I want to give 200 points to Kendall Gray because she's just one, she's just amazing. Two, she replied to my tweet late last night because I called it, and she said something about the Grey American Bash. I called it the Grey American Bash. She said this is fire, and the fact that she had a little bit of underwear on show. So I thought, yeah, 200 to Kendall. I want to give 50 to Zarya because Zarya, a solid performance against a very decent match with Lizzie Rain. Bit upset Lizzie finally took a pin loss, but hey, everyone can't go undefeated forever, I guess, in that aspect.
Taylor Goldberg.
Yeah, precisely. And also, I want to give 200 points to Alexa Bliss. I feel awful for this gal because she had to private her Twitter account because of goons from the IWC saying that, as we mentioned earlier, about the chair incident. And so she had to private her Twitter account. So I feel sorry for Lexi. I love Alexa. I think she's great. But on top of that, I think we need to add 50 to Charlotte Flair because she's no longer nauseating.
No.
I think Charlotte is getting over. It took them how long? 12 years?
Yeah.
Since she got called up to...
Knocking on wood.
Yeah, it's about time.
Speaking of Flair, real quickly before we finish up, I'm going to need to switch back to the wanker wall to give 100 points to Ric Flair.
I know where this is going.
You're suing your own son?
Fuck
Because
yeah,
he's
fuck that
using
guy.
your stage name?
How dare you?
You know,
How dare you make
I
money
get
off
it.
of me?
Protect your copyright and all that shit, but this is your literal son who used the same ring name as you, by the way, in WCW, and everybody recognizes your family as Flair, spelt F-L-A-I-R. So,
It's hilarious, bud. It's hilarious.
He tried to sue Becky Lynch because of the use of the man, didn't he? I remember that.
Ric Flair wants to sue everybody because he invented everything.
God bless America.
Did he invent a wrestling ring? So is he going to sue the wrestling whole
Hey,
as a
don't fucking
unit?
put it out there because I bet you money he's going to come up with some fucking Ponzi scheme. He's like, yes, I did.
Cody Rhodes has bright hair and it turns red when he bleeds. I'm suing him.
Suing him.
I got drunk again. I'm suing alcohol. Woo!
Suing Stone Cold.
Right, yeah, I'm suing Stone Cold for how delicious this beer is. How dare you?
Woo!
Rick.
Has anything else done anything really cool this week?
I got something for Rick real quick. You're killing me, Smalls. Thank you. Come on.
Sorry, man.
Nah, I think that's pretty much it.
I think we should give 100 points to Jade because I thought the match was a very good match.
Why not?
Yeah, it's her first time on the board.
Oh. Is
Hey,
that
when you
anything?
do good, it shows, yeah?
Wait, no, it isn't. It can't be. 'Cause-
No, I think we gave her money. Not money. I think we gave her points for WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah, there she is.
Is there anything else this week? We've given points to EO. We've already done... Oh, I think we need to give 50 for Tackler, just because it's Tackler.
Oh, yeah.
Bump that. 75. No,
75.
we're out here giving hot points. You don't just go up to a sign and give it the old hack, and she fucking leaned back on that shit too. She hack. 100 points for Thekla. That's
And
awesome.
I want to give 200 points as well to the fan that took that picture of Roxanne Perez. Who was that fan? I said, name yourself. The photo I sent to y'all.
I'm gonna get them pictures again.
It was Trump.
Damn it!
No. Not that clown.
Alright, so there's your bruv board this week. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you all. Before we close this up, let's find out what cheap plugs are coming your way from the TSK.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. The TSK, yes, we chant it in the background, and especially when in our underwear, because, you know, the TSK lives long and awesomely. The 2 episodes I spoke about last week, dropping on the weekend. The Double or Nothing review had been put on hold due to some, let's just say, issues. Not anything worth freaking out over, but we did need to kind of help put it on pause a little longer. Don't worry, it will come out. Don't trip on that part. No coverage of WWE. We might do like a live rewatch of the Mask versus Mask match, you know, El Grande Americano versus the original El Grande Americano. Just for some fun and some shiz and gigs. So there's that. And then on the other side of the whole thing, I've got a lot of old episodes of the Max Footy podcast coming out. A lot of stuff on the Charlotte side from Corey. A good chunk of stuff from me on my side. Going to talk about guys that are playing internationally. I'm going to talk about replacement left wingers. Going to talk about DPs to bring in. Going to talk about how to move on from the Chucky situation. There's so many things worth bringing up, and it's all going to cost money. Not for you to listen, but for the fucking team and how they got to handle shit. So we're going to get into it. Make sure you follow the Max Football Podcast right here on the YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok as well. Host Mo _MFP for the Max Footy Pod. Big Beer, what you doing these weeks, and what?
Bump it.
Right. So, I recently uploaded my Supercard of Honor, my Ring of Honor review, which, again, I did enjoy Ring of Honor, even though it's very rare. Double or Nothing review, I had to put that on a brief hold for a moment. I'm definitely going to get that done for y'all. I'm going to try and review the AAA show, which was a magnificent show. There are going to be some retro rewinds. Now, Back to Black and Gold is on hold at this present minute in time. I will 100% get back on that very soon if I can get some time off, which I'm aiming to do. So Double or Nothing hopefully be on the way. I'm not going to do Clash in Italy because obviously we've been through it today. So I am aiming to get quite a few things. Retro rewatches are on the way, and I'm even starting to think about doing some Manchester United transfer news and rumors and news and what have you, because we have recently completed the signing of the new beast incarnate called Edison, 26-year-old we signed from Atalanta, which I'm looking forward to seeing him because he's meant to be a beast. So my channel is at JMB434. I do not charge a penny unless I become doing it full time, which is very rare. So like and subscribe. No, fuck them. I think we need that points for PSG because they say football. And in terms of that, I'm not Nick Khan. I will listen to criticism if there is problems with my content, and I will listen and I'll rectify it.
Open for interpretation and judgment, as we all are. So make sure you guys are commenting, subscribing, and liking the whole thing, not only on the Max Wrestling Podcast right here, but anything Beer does on the JM Beer 434, and anything we do Max Footy Pod in the TSK. To follow us on all those socials, we got you covered because I just listed off everything we do. And there's a couple other projects. Don't trip. We'll get you there with these fun links on all the socials. Hit us up on the evil Twitter machine, Max Wrestling UK, Captain 512, SMR Podnet, JM Beer 434, and of course, the Max Footy Pod. And then, of course, there's a website. Check it out as well, maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the follow button right there on the Facebook. because that's where it all goes down. I'm telling you, you get a part of the Facebook, you could be a part of the whole gamut, and we got a whole lot more coming your way. Facebook, then right here on the YouTubes, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere else in between, the Cash Big Zocks. If you make Max Wrestling stickers, put it all over your local mall and have all your best friends listen to us.
Yeah, send me some too.
Hey.
And speaking of alternative content, I have finally put some out. The second episode of Homicidal Beast dropped last night. You can check it out right now, right here on the Max Wrestling channel. And if you want, go back and watch the first one as well. But if you like serial killers, that's a place for you. Hopefully it doesn't take me 8 months to do the next one.
Hey, right. Hey, but hey, things happen. Things happen.
Yeah, a lot of work. But next week, join us for Trivia Takeover Rivals, the 11th annual Knowledge Special, where Beer puts his title on the line in the return of the Ring of Games. There's no predictions, it's just Trivia Takeover. So, see you there for all the knowledge you can handle on pro wrestling. Goodbye, mwah, and good night. Bang!
Trivia go take over. Go television.
I am not happy with defending my title at Ring of Games.
Love Ring of Games, and
It's a disgrace.